Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again, aka EGTV. That's the name of my channel if you already know. And my name's Egal, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Burnley versus Arsenal game. We're going to be breaking it down, talking about a little bit of everything that goes on in the game. We got the preview today, so this is the Burnley versus Arsenal preview. And if you don't already know, get to know. And yeah, so now we're just going to be getting started straight up, right into it. And you know what? Let's get that intro, ladies and gentlemen. Bang. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching. Check out most of my content. I'll be throwing out more content every single day. Yes, people. And you know what we're going to be covering? We're going to be covering the Arsenal versus Burnley game. Yes, we are here. And we're going to be talking about these guys at Turf Moor, Sean Dyche's men. Everyone's talking about these guys like they're the next Barcelona. Every team we face is amazing. Arsenal's this, Arsenal's that. The team is bad. The team is this, the team is that. But you know what? Don't matter, because we're here and we're going to win this game. We're going to do it for the badge. We're going to do it for this. We're going to do it for this. We're going to do it for the badge. We're going to make sure we put respect on our name tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Sunday. We're going to put respect on our name. We're not going to be doing none of that draw stuff. We're not going to be doing none of that stuff where we don't create chances. We're not going to do none of that stuff that we've been doing the past couple weeks. And you know what? This is what I'm here. I'm here to break it down. And let me get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me break it down for you guys. Let me show you guys what I got. I got some stuff for you guys right here. I got some information for you guys to show you guys what's going on with this team. So first things first, here's the Burnley versus Arsenal stats, graphics, and information. So if you don't already know, Arsenal's record versus Burnley has been fantastic as of late. We've won each of our last 9 meetings versus Burnley in all competitions, all of them against Burnley. And you know what? That's one of the highest. The only teams that are higher than them are Stoke and Barnsley. Those are the only teams that we have a longer winning streak against, right? And also, we have scored the most amount of goals against them without losing a game. The last team that we've done that with is Portsmouth. Portsmouth, we scored 14 goals against. Burnley, we've scored 12 goals against without losing, right? In addition to that, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has now scored 7 goals against Burnley. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang loves a goal against Burnley. And you know what? This weekend, he needs to score against Burnley. That's what we need from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, let's talk about it. Only Claudio Ranieri has had more Premier League wins without a loss against Sean Dyche, right? Arsenal currently have a record of 10 wins, 1 draw. And what is that? I'm so confused. What does that mean? Okay, forget about that. Now, Arsenal against Ashley Barnes, he has ended on the losing end 7 times against us, right? The referee for this game is Graham Scott. The record versus Burnley, as you guys can see, is we've lost to them 33 times, we've drawn 22 times, and we beat them 54 times, right? We're going to be wearing the red kits. Obviously, we're at home. They're going to be wearing their black kits. They're away from home. Now, the opposition, Sean Dyche has been renowned for being a basic manager, no nonsense, back to the basics manager, with his side playing very direct with the ball, statistically coming back, and Burnley passes. Look at that pass percentage, 73%, lowest in the division. They just hoof the ball up and whoop, you already know what it is with them, right? They've won 23 aerial duels per game, the most in the division, so they really like an aerial duel, right? The man in the area that is going to cause us the most problems most likely is going to be this man right here. They got Jay Rodriguez, surprising development right after that last game. He's become the forefront of their attack. Basically, him and Wood have been playing a lot, and you know what? He's been playing really well, doing his thing. Now the team news. Let's go straight into the team news, ladies and gentlemen. So we know Nicolas Pepe is still suspended. if you guys don't already know, right? They got Croc missing, and Stevenson, Burnsley, Brad, and Goodmanson. We have Nelson with a knock, David Luiz with a knock, could be still playing. Kolasinac with a knock, could be still playing. Partey injured his thigh again, right? And then Martinelli still not back yet, right? In addition to that, we're just gonna. Arteta has been speaking about some things, right? Arteta's been speaking about some things. I see how he's been training and how he's behaving. Now we want to turn around the situation. We want to see that type of hunger that also supports that's also about supporting the player. He's talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and how he's been in a bad run of form, and hopefully he can turn that around. You guys know what I mean? Now, it's simple. The form has been bad, and Arteta knows that. He spoke about it numerous times. He said how the form has been not good. He said how we can fix the form eventually, how we can turn things around, how we can try to improve things, how we can work on what we can do, how we can do what we need to do to make our form better in the league and moving forward, fix our form, and you know what, get back to winning ways. Mikel Arteta said there's some keys in getting that thing out, and he said it's been very frustrating, but of course it all comes down to creativity, our positioning, just getting into the box and finishing in the final third. Those are just some of the main things. Now, he also talked about Burnley being very organized, very direct, a team that's consistently a threat in and around the box, especially with set pieces. We've been good defending against set pieces this season, so I'm not too worried about that. He's also spoken about the team news, obviously, goals, Eddie Nketiah, and hinting possibly that Eddie Nketiah could play this game, hinting that Martinelli could be back sooner than later after playing 45 minutes in the under-21 game versus Wimbledon, right, which we lost. Also, Saliba got sent off that game. Was not a good sight, right? Now, the reason for our form, he did speak about our form also. He spoke about that. And you know what? I don't even want to think about our form. Our form has been horrendous. We've lost 3 of our last home games on the bounce. That is just not good, ladies and gentlemen. That's just not good. There's no other way to put it. That's just been absolutely horrendous. But yeah, enough about that. Now, moving off the Arsenal website and going on to the next, I want to get back to you guys in the comment section. What do you guys think is going to happen in this game? I'm going to have you guys joining in a bit. I'll open the link out to you guys. Big up to everybody watching. We got the Liverpool fan in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got my guy Kirsten in the house doing his thing. And we got my guy Samuel in the house too. Samuel, what are you saying? How you doing?
I've been tired these past few days, but hopefully Arsenal can make this up and end this losing run, bro. Because I don't think we've ever not drawn a home game to Burnley. Every time we've played Burnley in the Premier League at home, we've won every game. So let's hope we continue this.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. We've definitely been slapping around Burnley for a while. And you know what? Hopefully we can take that and we can slap them up again, right? Now,
hopefully.
This is the live preview for Burnley, and if you guys don't already know, we're gonna be facing Burnley this weekend. I want to know, before we get started on anything else, Samuel, let's talk about this team, right? Let's talk about this team that we're gonna be facing, Burnley. They've been struggling, bro. They have been struggling.
Yeah.
They have not been finding it easy in the Premier League. They statistically, you could see that they've been struggling. They have not been able to score goals. They have not been able to do anything. They've not been able to create much chances. And we talk about our creativity. These guys haven't been able to score more than 5 goals all season.
100%.
That's horrendous.
Listen, Arsenal and Burnley have the same issues, which is creativity. But the thing is, if you look at it, we're actually really close to Burnley, and if they beat us, we're just a couple points ahead of them. So I know someone said in the comments that we should do combined 11 because they're pretty much close together in the league, but really we've got way more quality than Burnley. You know, we know how much Adam loves Burnley, so regardless of any result, Adam's gonna be happy. But honestly, the stats and the ball is in our court. If we lose, then I think everyone's gonna be Arteta out, except for a very few amount of people.
Yeah, true. Now I'm looking at these stats, and for them to score 5 goals in what, 10 games, that is horrendous, bro. That's 0.5 goals per game, and they're conceding goals at a high level too. So it's like,
you know what?
They're not good at defense. They're not good at scoring. What are they good at?
It's been a long time coming, because Burnley, they've deserved this for a long time, because when you see them play football, it makes your eyes bleed. That's what Burnley football is. It's like, you know, it's eating frozen cereal. this is what Burnley's like, frozen cereal. The sooner they go down, the better. I know they came, I think, 60 points. They were 3 points behind us one season. I think, they came 7th one season. We finished 3 points above them. Yeah, but since then, it's been downhill. And if we lose to Burnley, then we're the biggest joke ever.
Look.
Oh my God, they predicted 1-1.
Who score is predicting a draw?
Oh.
Who score is going for a draw between Burnley and Arsenal? They think that's what they think is going to happen. And you know what? Who scores? Just for that, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I can't have that.
Do you remember a couple of months ago when Who Score was predicting us to beat Man City away?
Yeah.
Like we did a preview and they said we also beat Man City 2-1. Now, 2 months later, Christmas time, drew 1-1 with Burnley. But listen, if we can get past this rough patch, then I think we can recover the season.
True. Man, you do me a favor, check the comments. There's some guy here. What is he saying? He's saying,
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal lose against Burnley. We can't score goals in the Premiership, and our strikers don't take the chances. And whenever one of our strikers finds his form, he's dropped. That's kind of true, you know. Because Balgon, I want to see Balgon start over Lacazette. Aubameyang on the left and Balgon up front, because nothing can go wrong. Listen, everything's already gone wrong already this season, so just take the gamble with Balgon, because he's got something that Nketiah doesn't have. You can see it. Compare Balgon and Nketiah, and you see Balgon has it, but Nketiah doesn't.
Okay, so what lineup are we gonna go with against them? I think I put out a lineup that I think Arteta would go with. I just want to show it to you. So this is what the lineup I think Arteta would go with. So for anyone who can't see what I put on there, I'm just gonna go through the players for you. So first things first, obviously in goal, none other than Bernd Leno, right? So we're gonna have Bernd Leno in goal, right? I'm gonna start from the other side. Left back, I went Tierney, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Left back, I went Tierney. I just feel like it makes sense having Tierney in there. Who else is gonna start over Tierney on any side? And you know what? Tierney falling down, that little slip, literally has all football Twitter going crazy. They're still enjoying themselves. I've seen people like going off on Tierney because he fell down. Like, are you guys serious? Like, fix up. What are the people in the comments saying about Tierney? Like, I still think Tierney's clear of a lot of these guys who play left back in the league. And like defensively, he's still a baller. He's been creating chances. We just haven't been scoring. And you know what? When guys say Tierney has digressed under Arteta, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Now, talking about people who score goals, Gabriel has bagged some goals for us. He's bagged 2 goals already, right? He's up there with the top goal scorers in the team, in the Premier League at least, right? That is kind of embarrassing, but hey, what are you gonna do? This is what we got. And if he's scoring goals and contributing as a center back, I'm happy. I'm not gonna complain.
But bro, I'm happy if it takes us up the table and not losing games. If you understand what I mean, like
100%.
Because most of the goals he scores really means nothing, because we're already out of the game and we lose those games.
Now, who are we gonna partner him with? Is it gonna be Rob Holding?
I'm sick of this guy. Never. I don't. No,
is
not this.
Gonna get a shot?
Not this clown. You know what?
Are you gonna give Chambers a chance?
I would give Chambers a chance because listen, he's better than. Listen, be realistic. Saliba's not gonna play. We all know that. Arteta. When you see Arteta talk about him in his press conferences,
are we gonna play 2 left-footed? Are we gonna play 2 left-footed guys?
No, I can't see that. But Arteta will do that. It will not surprise me if David Luiz is definitely 100% not. I think
David Luiz is gonna start.
No, I don't think so. Because the club is taking his concussion seriously. Was heading
either David Luiz or Rob Holding, in my opinion. One or the other are gonna start.
Do you think Callum Chambers got a shot of playing?
Callum Chambers, no. If David Luiz is fit, David Luiz is gonna start. That's my opinion.
But the club came on with criticism because I think he carried on. Everyone went after Arteta because he let him carry on playing. So now they're gonna be cautious to Luiz. So I see Rob Holding playing.
I thought David Luiz is injured too, but the thing is, it's just a knock. He could end up featuring for this game. That's the thing. We got Real Chris in the comment section saying he thought David Luiz is injured. I think David Luiz could still play this game. Realistically, there's only 3 options. It's either him, Rob Holding, or Mustafi. And in my opinion, if you had to pick one of the three, who are you really gonna pick? Are you gonna pick Mustafi? Are you gonna pick David Luiz? Or are you gonna pick Rob Holding? You gotta
Listen,
ask yourself that question.
do you want Donald Trump, a clown, or a buffalo? This is the three options we have in our team.
This
So
is
we
the
have to
team that
pick
we
the.
have right now.
So we got to pick the buffalo. So
Okay.
the
Now
big
there's
head
another
buffalo. That we-
situation. The right back situation. Are we going with Cedric? Are we going with Ainsley? Are we going with even possibly a Callum Chambers? Or is it just going to be the good old Bellerin? I know
You know,
Bellerin, you guys don't want him to play, but unfortunately, he's going to play.
you know what? If you look at the games we've played, Cedric is way better than Bellerin. And I don't know why Arteta doesn't see this. Maybe Bellerin's blackmailing him. You know, maybe Arteta got caught wearing his clothes. You know, so he's using that as blackmail.
Man said he's blackmailing him. Nah, man, he's not blackmailing him. You know what it is? He just has his number. He's like, oh, I used to live with you when I first came to the country. You took care of me. Now you got to take care of me as manager. And then and they speak the same language. Arteta speaks like 10 languages. But you know what? Do we want to see him?
No one. If you're an Arsenal fan, you don't want to see Bellerin anywhere near the team. Do you remember
You want to
like
see
back in the
Cedric?
summer? Yeah. Do you remember back in the summer where I think it was against Norwich where Bellerin came off and then Cedric scored straight away. And the next game after that, do you remember we beat Wolves 2-0?
Yeah.
And Cedric was right back for that game. And he had Adama on lock. So really, if we want to win the game, then we put Cedric in. But knowing Arteta, it's going to be Bellerin. As much as I hate to say it, it's Bellerin.
Okay, so it's Bellerin. Now, next, Ainsley. Is Ainsley going to get in?
No, there's something about Arteta and Ainsley. Is there tension between them? Because ever since I think the Community Shield, he hasn't had a sniff. So I don't know what's gone wrong, but I cannot see Ainsley Maitland now starting this game. He played on, I think, did he play on Thursday?
Cedric started the other day. Ainsley started the other day. So I feel like it only makes sense that Bellerin will start this game.
Yeah, so Bellerin is going to go in. This is not our personal 11. This is what I'm saying. What Arteta will pick, and Arteta's going to stick with Bellerin no matter what.
Yeah, we know Arteta's going to pick Bellerin. We will change the lineup to what the people want to change it to in a bit. We're lucky because our right backs is free. Aspie costs like 8 million. What?
Yeah, but the thing about Asper was it was 8 years ago. 9 years ago, it cost 8 million. So football's changed a lot since then. But right now, I'll take Asper right now over Bellerin.
Okay, now it's time to talk real talks. Will Granit Xhaka play?
After seeing the last game, I don't think he's gonna play him. I
He's
genuinely
gonna
don't.
play him, man. He's gonna play him. Let's keep it 100. He's going to play Granit Xhaka. As much as we don't want to see Granit Xhaka playing, Arteta is gonna play him.
The thing is, you see what he does. He's like, he tries to win a foul instead of passing the ball forward. Every time it's backwards. And this is the thing. You see when Gabriel intercepts the ball and he's telling the team to go forward and he passes it to Xhaka and it goes backwards. But the thing, I'd much rather see Elneny or Willock play, but Arteta again just sticking with his players, so he's going to play Xhaka because he wasn't involved in Thursday, so he's going to play.
Yeah, he's definitely going to play Xhaka. Now, Arteta rested Xhaka during the Europa League game, so that just goes to show you that he's going to play Xhaka. Now, who are you going to play next to Xhaka? To me, one person you can't play next to Xhaka is Dani Ceballos, because when you play Dani Ceballos and Xhaka, you basically say, walk right in. Walk right in. The kitchen's open. You know what it is? I have an open door policy. You can come right into my house, take whatever you want. Take the TV, take the laptop, take everything, and just walk out. You know what? While you're at it, take the whole kitchen sink, everything. Just leave it.
Our midfield
That's
is like
what it
James.
is when you play Xhaka and.
Xhaka and Sabas is like James Harden on defense. Just open, just let him score. That's what it is.
Open lane to the basket.
Yeah, exactly. They just let him walk through. I would much rather see Elneny play, but then again, he played on Thursday. If he took him off a little earlier, then they'll see maybe he's got a shot. But with Arteta, he's gonna stay low to Danny because do you remember last week where he came on and he was one of our best players? So I think this is gonna be the main reason he's gonna play. So we're gonna play that open, have our asses open and let play Xhaka and Ceballos in midfield.
1 second. Let's read Ryan, my guy, Mr. Arsenal podcast. If you could read his comment, Samuel.
He's gonna play Xhaka and Hector and Willian, etc. And I'm not gonna be pissed when Emil Smith Rowe and Balguan are dropped. Trust me, because listen, Smith Rowe and Balguan are boarding, and then to play Lacazette and Willian over them is just an insult.
My guy. Yeah, man. Honestly, it makes it makes sense that he's going to play these guys because we know Arteta's tactics. What we're going to do is we're going to change the whole team after we go through what we think Arteta's going to pick. We're going to change the whole team to what we would want to play. Now, since I think he's not going to play Danny Ceballos, I think he's going to play Mohamed El-Neni.
El-Neni?
Yeah, I think he's going to play El-Neni. I feel like El-Neni's going to play next to Xhaka, and he's going to try to go with a similar approach to 2 DMs. And then here is where he's going to go attacking. He's going to play Saka as the 10.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that's what I think he could do. I think he'll play Saka as the 10. And then the reasoning behind it, we could easily switch to a back 3 with Saka as the 10.
No, but one thing I'll see is he's overusing Saka too much. Because eventually he's been playing left, right, number 10, left wing back, right wing back. We've been playing him everywhere, and I think eventually he's going to get probably a serious injury. Hopefully not, but he's been being used too much, so he needs a break. That's why I generally think, just leave him out on the bench for one game. But knowing Arteta and we need to win a game, he's going to stick with Saka.
True. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the lineup around ourselves. But let me just go out. So I have Aubameyang on the left, right?
Yeah.
I have Aubameyang on the left. I have Willian on the right, and I have Lacazette up top. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's ugly. I just can't. It's the same old bullshit every week. We haven't won 5 games, and that front three's been playing game in, game out. Has he not seen anything to convince him to change Willian and Lacazette out? Because every single game they played, we haven't won a game.
Who's
just
more
give
of a problem?
chance.
Who's more of a problem, Willian or Lacazette? Which one is more of a problem in your opinion?
Well, at least Willian can get past the man and attempt to cross into the ball. Lacazette, he does nothing. It doesn't bring anything to the team. He's more of a negative thing on the team. When we play with Lacazette, we play with 10 men on the pitch. That's how I see every game now with Lacazette.
Yo, Ryan, if you're watching the video, if you want to message me on Twitter, I'll send you the link. You can jump right on. What do you call it? I think Willian's more of the problem, and I personally would change Willian. What about you?
The thing is, who do we stop for Willian? Because Pepe is suspended.
And Nelson's injured. I would put Saka. So look at what I would do. Okay, so we see Arteta's line, the lineup we think Arteta's going to play, right? You guys all see that. This is what I would do with the lineup that I think Arteta would play. I would take Saka. I'll put him here. I'll take Willian, put him here. I would replace Willian.
Smith Rowe. I'll swap him out with Smith Rowe.
Yeah. I'm with you. We're on the same page right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would put Smith Rowe in, right? Mm-hmm. And I have Saka. You know what? I'll take Lacazette.
And put Balguan in. This is our own team, not Arteta's team. This is what we should.
No. We know Balogun's not gonna play though. Let's be real. This is very ambitious. I don't think Balogun's even ready for first team football in the Premier League.
If Eddie and Nketiah or Joe Willock are playing, then Balguan can 100% play in the Premier League. He's ready.
Do you think this would fly?
Switch out the right back and then it will fly. That's all I'm gonna say. Switch out the right back, then this whole team's gonna fly with Cedric. Who can actually defend and pass the ball forwards and cross the ball. Then we can get those balls in. I can see really Smith Rowe and Saka swapping roles in the game. Just switching roles. So during periods of the game, Saka goes in the 10. Smith Rowe on the right, and then parts of the game, Smith Rowe goes back to the 10 and Saka on the right.
Did you see this happening near the end of the game? Aubameyang up top and maybe like a Willock going super young.
It depends what the result of the game is. If we're chasing a game, then I see this. But if we're winning like 2-0, 3-0, then I can't see him doing that. I'll probably see him play someone else, like bring on a Ceballos at the end of the game. So
Would
Yeah,
a
stuff like
midfield fire Shaka and Elneny work for you guys? I'm asking you guys in the comment section. Let me know what you
you know
guys
what?
think.
That's a dull midfield. It's just dull. You know, if you look at it, it's just average. There's nothing about it. There's nothing special about the midfield. There's nothing good about that midfield. It's just an average midfield filled with average players. And you know, do you hear that news he got that about Liga that the TV channels went bust. So now like the French football's in crisis, and now they're going to be willing to sell all their players. So
What?
maybe yeah, if you pull up, if you pull up, if you pull up Telefoot's video tweet, the thing that sponsors French football has gone bust. So now all League One clubs are looking to sell their players.
Oh wow. Wow. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
But,
nuts. That's nuts. But yo, before we continue and go any further, let's talk about this. Like, let's fix this team. Okay? Let's fix the team. So first things first. Defense. We're taking Bellerin out. Right? We're putting in Cedric or Ainsley. Right?
yeah.
That's the first thing we would do different from Arteta. So the first thing we're doing, a lot of people in the comment section have been screaming for Ainsley, so we'll put Ainsley in, okay?
Yeah.
Or you know what? I have a different idea for Ainsley. Would Ainsley get in the midfield for you?
It depends. If we're winning the game, and I think Arteta will just experiment. So if we're winning the game 2-0, 3-1, then yes, he's gonna come on. But if we're just like 1-0 up, he's not gonna play. He's not gonna come on the pitch. That's what I believe.
Okay, so say David Luiz is injured. Who's gonna play for you? Rob Holding?
You gotta be realistic and think of what in Mikel Arteta's shoes. So yeah, Rob Holding's gonna play.
Okay, so if you're gonna play Mohamed Elneny, are you gonna play him next to Ceballos?
There's nothing that midfield doesn't give you confidence though. But see him playing with Xhaka, he's gonna stick with Xhaka. That's what I generally believe.
I'm taking him out, and I'm gonna go. You know what? I want to see Martinelli back. But do you think he'll play Martinelli?
No, I think he played on Wednesday.
Who has a better chance of playing, Joe Willock or Emil Smith Rowe?
I'll say Joe Willock because he's constantly played Willock. He likes something about Joe Willock, so I see him playing Willock over Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe has never got a chance.
Okay, so I think if we could change the team to a team that we would like, that I feel like Arteta could pick, possibly, I could see him possibly change Bellerin for Cedric, not Ainsley, right? So if I were to pick a team for Arteta, this is what I would do. I would play a midfield of Joe Willock, Ceballos, and Elneny with Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Saka up front, obviously. The only thing I changed in the back was Rob Holding for David Luiz and Cedric for Bellerin. And I feel like this team can give me something going into this game. I got the attacking option. I got the a little bit more creativity with Willock and Dani Ceballos. Even though Dani Ceballos is not the most creative player, we know that what we thought Dani Ceballos was is not what we've received. The player that we thought we received is not what we've gotten. Dani Ceballos has let us down dramatically. And you know what the good thing is? We didn't invest too much money into Dani Ceballos. To me, Dani Ceballos has been a big letdown. What about yourself?
Yeah, do you remember when we signed him like last summer? Yeah, last summer we signed him, and there was this hype around that he would get us into the top 4. And do you remember his debut against Burnley? It was home against Burnley in that 2-1 win. I think it was man of the match where he got 2 assists in that game, and everyone's saying, "Wow, look at this guy! He's gonna be better than Pogba." That's what some of our fans said. And right now he hasn't performed. There was that purple patch, you remember, after lockdown where he was number one. He was number one in interceptions, number one tackles, number one everything, and then after, like every single player after the FA Cup final, he's just falling apart, and he's just dipped, and he's gone back to the real Ceballos.
Yeah, man, Dani Ceballos has been a letdown. Now, Mohamed Elneny, after playing well in the Europa League, do you think he will start this game?
The thing, you see the pattern with Arteta when they play in the Europa League, they don't seem to start in the league. So when I think when William played in the Europa League at right wing, he didn't even play. He didn't play in the
Ryan,
next
I
game.
sent you the link on Twitter. Okay, continue.
Yeah. If the players start in the Europa League, I don't see them playing from the starting lineup. But in this way, if we're like half time, I can see him coming on, but not in the starting 11. So substitution, the only way on then you'll play.
Okay, now let's talk about this here. This is quite sad. This is quite sad. Let me just put this on my screen, right? Oh, get Mohamed Al Neni out of the way. Al Neni, get out of my way! Get out of my way! Okay, now I have seen this. I have seen the tweets from Fabrizio Romano saying that Szoboszlai is close to a deal with RB Leipzig, and it looks like they want to keep the player in-house. It looks like Dominic Szoboszlai could be an RB Leipzig player come January. And you know what? Arsenal could have missed out on a player, but at the same time, just like we found Dominic Szoboszlai and we scouted him, there's other players we can scout, other players we can look at, other players we could possibly sign. And I'm not too stressed out about the fact that we could have missed out on this player. I get what they're doing. The whole Leipzig family, what they do at RB Leipzig and RB Salzburg, they share players, they recruit them, they get them in Salzburg, they get them up to a level, they sell them on to Leipzig, and once they get them to Leipzig, they sell them on for a bigger profit to another team. And this is what they've done with many players in the past, and this is what they're going to be doing with Dominic Szoboszlai. And it just makes sense. And you know what, Ram? 100%, you're right. You've told me that he will not be coming to Arsenal. And you know what? I was wrong. I thought we could have gotten him. I thought that it was a realistic signing. I thought that the price tag was a realistic price tag. And you know what? We missed out on Dominic Szoboszlai, and I'll be upset. I'm a little upset that we missed out on this guy. I feel like he's a quality signing. He would have been a quality signing, and I've been after him. I literally did a video the other day on Dominic Szoboszlai and how we were going after Dominic Szoboszlai and how we were going after Basuma. And you know what? We could end up not getting neither of them. We could end up not getting either of them.
You know what? This
and
could be a best.
I think Arteta should at least try to still get Dominic Szoboszlai. And you know what? If we try to get Basuma, that's a different type of player, not an attacking player, more of like a player who can get up and down the box to box midfielder, and or even he could sit. So I'm not too familiar with Basuma's exact role at Brighton, but he could do a good job for us. And you know what? I think that's the kind of players we need to target. We need to target Premier League proven players who have quality. And you know what? That is just another thing, another story for another day. Now, here's another comment. Gabriel Martinelli is back. He's played a game in the under-23s versus Wimbledon. Quite exciting to see Gabriel Martinelli back. Will he feature against Burnley? I definitely don't think he'll feature against Burnley. We first need to see him on the bench against either the Europa League games or maybe the League Cup games or maybe the FA Cup games. It's one of those games we need to see him, but I honestly don't think he will play in this game. The game that I think Martinelli could feature in, the game that I think Martinelli could be seen on the bench is maybe against Man City in the League Cup. Is that where we're playing them? In the League Cup, right? So we can see him in the Cup, but I don't think we're going to see him against Southampton. I don't think we're going to see him against Everton. We most likely will see him against Man City, and he could be on the bench against Chelsea. But I think he'll be out for another couple more weeks, and that's just my guess with what's going on with him. I don't think he'll start anytime soon. And you know what, Egal, it's all good. You know Red Bull's business. Red Bull's business model. That's how they do their business, man. That's how they do their business, and that's how they work. It just makes sense what they do, right? So you're Ryan. I sent you the link, man. You haven't already received it.
Yo, Ram, I hope you're all doing well, bro.
Yeah, Ram, big up to you, bro. I know you went through a lot with that COVID-19, and hopefully you're feeling better. And then, what do you call it? Next, let's talk about something better. Let's talk about this. Arsenal versus Burnley. I want to know. What is ladies and gentlemen? It is that time. It's that time. It's predictions time. So, what are you guys going for? Are you guys going for an Arsenal win? Are you guys going for a Burnley win? Are you guys going for a draw? Are you guys going for a goalless draw? Are you guys going for a goal-scored draw? Are you guys calling Burnley a dead team that we're going to beat like 5-0? What are you guys calling them? I want to hear it. I want to know what your predictions are, ladies and gentlemen. You tell me your predictions, because at the end of the day, if any prediction that I say, I'm gonna get memed. So I'm just gonna chill for now. I want to hear what you guys gotta say. I want to hear what you guys think, and I want to know what your predictions are for Burnley versus Arsenal. And you know what? I'm gonna get that started from the jump by sending that link out to some of you guys, seeing what you guys are thinking. I'm gonna put that link in the comment section right now. If you guys want to jump on, give me your couple 2 cents. Tell me what you guys think, and you guys can call in. Yes, Hussein's in the house. We got Steve Andrews in the house. We got Ram in the house.
Guys,
yes,
if you haven't, can I play the video? Then just do it.
Which one?
Just do it.
Oh yeah, do it.
If you haven't liked and subscribed, just do this.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
And
Okay.
egtv
So yeah, you guys
where
heard it.
dreams are broken.
There you go. If you wanna, just do it, man. Just subscribe. Just subscribe to the thing. Click the button, and you know what? Let's go through these comments. So we got Hussein in the house. Hussein, bro, the link's in the comment section if you want to jump on. Then we got Killer18 saying 2-0 to Burnley. Then we got the Liverpool fan, my guy, the Liverpool fan, saying 2-1 to Arsenal. Tom Pollard's in the house saying Arsenal. If Arsenal lose, you finally be Arteta out? ? No, I will not be Arteta out even if we lose. And then next, let's go to my guy beyond the post, Nitish. What do you say, Nitish?
I think apart from playing El Neni in midfield, we need to play as many attacking midfielders and as many attacking players as possible. We need to continue where we left off with Spurs against Spurs in the second half. We need to keep pushing forward because Burnley will again sit back. They will not try to really attack or come at us. They will only try to counter us. So we need to continue where we have left off that second half of the Spurs game. This has to be a repeat. If El Neni is the midfielder and we are playing 4 at the back, so I don't want anyone apart from El Neni and those 4 defenders to be at the back. Everyone else has to be pushing forward. Maybe if one guy slots in for the fullback who is pushing forward, so a total of maybe 3 to 4 people have to stay at the back. Everyone else has to keep pushing forward because Burnley is going to sit deep and they will invite us to do that. And we need to take our chances this time. So I get the feeling that we should probably win 3-1. 3-1 if we are able to take our chances. But that is the main problem at Arsenal. We haven't been able to take our chances, but if we take our chances, it should be a 3-1. If we don't take our chances, it will probably end up a draw again.
Okay. So you're going 3-1. My guy Nitish, don't know, bro. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Sure.
And then we got Jama. Jama's a City fan. So when we have rivals on, first we always talk about the Arsenal game, and then we'll get to the City game. But Arsenal versus Burnley, what's your prediction, bro? Lay the groundwork for us. Tell us what you think.
I think it'll be about 4-5-0 Arsenal. When Burnley played against City, they didn't even park the bus against us. They actually pressed us and tried to attack. So I think Arsenal won't really struggle against Burnley, and I think they're gonna kickstart their season. 4-5-0.
4-5-0 for Arsenal.
Yep.
Wow, you came in with the heat today, bro. you came in really hyped.
I watched Burnley versus Everton, and they weren't parking the bus. I watched Burnley versus City. They weren't parking the bus. So I don't really think they're this park the bus team. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, they hoof it long
space.
and they win aerial duels. That's what they do.
Yeah, they long ball. Yeah.
That's their whole game, That's their whole game. We haven't scored 4 to 5 goals all season. What's if I'm not wrong? Nitish, you came back. You wanted to say something. What were you saying?
I was saying it. We haven't really been scoring like a lot of goals. I think we have scored 4 to 5 goals in the entire Premier League campaign so far. So if that happens, I highly doubt it, but I want it to happen. But again, as I said, there was a meme going around that Bellerin has 5 foul throws and Arsenal has 4 goals in this Premier League campaign so far. So I don't expect them to score that many, but I hope that we do, and it actually happens as he has said, and we kick off our season. Every fan would love to see that, but let's see what happens eventually.
Yo, they're clowning me in the comments saying
No, it's
Nah,
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
it's not about Arsenal.
That's what you get when you say something positive about Arsenal. It's normal,
It's
bro.
not about Arsenal. It's more about Burnley. I think they're worse than people think. Do you get what I mean? And
Yeah,
they
but
park the
yeah.
bus like that.
One thing I'll just say, everyone knows that our problem is that when you sit deep, we tend to struggle to create. So I don't think they will try to hit us, like try to press us. They will try to sit deep with us. They will expect us to press in, and then they will try to counter, because that is the basic tactic that works well against us.
No, no,
So
no. Nitish,
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand. And I was expecting them to do the same against us because that's how teams play against us. They park the bus. But Sean
yeah.
Dyche, for some reason, he pressed us. He tried to go at us. You get what I mean? So, and Burnley Everton, I watched that game. They attacked. They try and go for it. So I'm, following back on the last two games I've seen of Burnley, and I'm seeing this repetition of how they're playing. Especially, you have to look at Burnley. Burnley usually they win against the teams around them. Lately, they're not getting points. They can't park the bus. Do you get what I mean? Otherwise, they're gonna get relegated. So they need points to stay up. Why are they gonna keep parking the bus when they're getting no points? Do you get what I mean?
uh, the reason for that is such teams get points actually by parking the bus.
No,
When they
no,
tried
yeah,
to take the game to the opposition, they got destroyed by you guys. And if they try to do the same against Arsenal as well, they will give us so many spaces to exploit that we will also possibly score the 4 or 5 that you're saying. So I
yeah,
think
yeah.
Sean Dyche has tried a couple of games to do what you were saying. Exactly, he's tried it, and now he knows that he needs points. Even Bisla, when he started off the season, I apologize for his pronunciation, but when he started off the season, he was playing open football. He was pushing forward. He was trying to do whatever possible. Then after that, there came a point when he realized that if I keep playing this kind of open football, my team is going to get relegated possibly, because we're not going to get any points. Even though there are close games, we don't have a better attacking squad than some of these other teams. They came close against Liverpool, but eventually they were not going to beat them in attack, because Liverpool has a way more experienced attack. So eventually he changed the tactics to a more defensive style. So I think Burnley will be doing the same thing against Arsenal, because Arsenal hates it. Our creativity is already a problem, and we really hate when teams sit back. We
That's
want them
true.
to push forward.
Nitish,
A lot of fans were, just one last thing. A lot of fans were saying Tottenham could have killed us with more goals. But the fact is that if Tottenham tried to score more goals and push forward against us, we would get a lot more free spaces to exploit. That is why after they scored 2, Mourinho told them, just sit back, don't do anything, just enjoy. Arsenal does not have that much creativity. They have their problems. So just sit back and enjoy. If you try to push forward for more goals, you may also concede goals.
that's a good point. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I was just looking at it back on the last two games they've played, which is City and Everton, and
Guys,
they've
guys,
attacked against them.
guys,
So, fair enough.
respect for everything. So Nitish, what's your predictions?
Again, as I said, 3-1 if we take our chances, otherwise a draw, as we have seen so far.
Thanks, bro. And then
Thank you.
Jama, once again, let the people know what your prediction is.
My prediction is 4-5-0, but somebody said here, Nick Pope is back, so I'll say 2-3-0 then. 'Cause Nick
Alright,
Pope's
hold
a
it
good
down,
player.
bro. And then we got ads on the line. Ads, what are you saying, bro? Talk to me. What do you think Arsenal's gonna do?
Yes, broski. You know what? I'll be honest right now. I feel like you lot will win this game. I know many fans will talk rubbish, many neutrals will talk crap, and they'll say that you lose this game. I don't think you lot lose. What I'd say is you lot tend to be composed against these teams that don't really oppose much of a threat regularly, and
Okay.
you lot tend to hold down the fort in these games. So I'm gonna back a 3-1 win for Arsenal.
3-1 win. Okay. Yo, Hussein, if you want to come on, the link is in the comment section. But yo, 3-1 win ads, I would love to hear that. I love to hear it. I love the positivity. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. It's almost like you're telling me the future. Hopefully it happens.
Yeah, man.
Later,
Let's
bro.
hope, man.
All right, take care of yourself, man. I know
See.
you're gonna be taking a break from
You
this,
too,
but
man.
thanks for coming on, man. And then let's hear Samuel's before we get somebody else on. Samuel, what's your prediction again?
I'm gonna say this. We're gonna keep a clean sheet. So optimistic 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0. Let's go, Sam. Let's go. Yes, that's similar to what I was going with. Big up to Samuel. We got my guy here, M. M, what's good?
What's up, G? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Am I still cheesing you, dog?
Nah, right now you get on my good side. You know, after the talk we had on Discord, we're chilling. You know, we got
It
a good
makes sense,
conversation.
right? Half
Yeah,
the
it
stuff I
makes
was
sense.
talking about makes sense, right?
It makes sense. It's just some reason, like, I don't know why. Every time you explain it on like the terrorists and everything, since everyone's jumping in, it just sounds so dumb to me. It's like, what is he saying? But then since we had an actual talk in Discord, everyone was letting everyone talk. It kind of made sense. But I think it'll be a 2-1 Arsenal, but I don't think Aubameyang should start. I think he should get subbed on maybe
Kai, I see you.
15.
Sorry,
What's up?
continue. I got
I think
Kai
he should
on-
get. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna
I
add him
th-
in now. 1 second,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Kai,
What's up, my bro? How you enjoying?
Chilling, bro.
How's your night going, man?
my night's going well, man. I'm just listening to my guy Mohan right now talking. How do you pronounce your name, bro?
One.
Mohan, yeah. If just tell me what's your prediction before I go to Kai's.
It's 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal, and you're a City
Yeah.
fan, right?
Yeah.
So what's your prediction for City Man United?
It depends what formation they play, but I still think we're gonna go 3-1 to them.
Yeah, I think City's gonna win as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna just stick to the Arsenal predictions right now.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it, bro. All the
My
time.
G.
And
Easy.
yo, tell the people share, like the video and all that stuff. If
Yo, you
didn't,
guys gotta like the
keep my
video.
way.
Listen, even though Egal sometimes says something wrong, it's still you gotta love Egal, bro. He's honest with his truth opinion, bro. He's not always making this stuff up. He actually says what he thinks. Like, screw it,
There
bro.
you go.
Like the video, boys. Easy G's.
Thank you. Done now, bro. And then Kai, talk
Getting
to
mad
me,
love,
bro.
man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. We just finished recording an episode for Fraud Watch for Indiana's channel, you know, and before that, we watched some.
Bro. I
stuff with
honestly, I
Mustard.
told them I couldn't come on tonight because honestly, I was doing so much stuff. And look at me, I ended up starting the stream an hour later than I expected to
I
start
saw it, man. I saw it.
But yeah, man, talk to me, man. Arsenal versus Burnley. People are telling us Burnley's gonna beat us 5-0. Some crazy stuff.
There is banter and there is just delusion, man. Burnley is trash, man. I think Arsenal are gonna win 2-0. You know. I think you guys, if you follow the way that you're playing, it's because at the end of the day, bad form ends at some point, right? Like it's not gonna keep going, man. I think you guys are gonna win 2-0. If I'm honest, you know.
Thanks,
I
man.
think you guys are winning.
I feel like you being positive about Arsenal is like means
Bro,
it might
I'm
actually
always
happen.
you see, the thing with me is I'm very objective with these things. Even with Chelsea, like a lot of our fans are making it like bigger deal than it is. I don't think we have been I think we can do better. I don't say that we were not very, like today. Like I had an argument with people because I said that Jose Mourinho had a better month than Lampard, and he deservedly won Manager of the Month. And Chelsea fans were giving me hate for it, but that's a fact, man. Therefore, he won it. But
Yeah,
keeping it
because he
about
played
Arsenal,
better
man.
teams.
Yeah. Keeping it with Arsenal, man. I think you guys are gonna beat Burnley quite comfortably as well, you know. And you do need it, man. You need to move them that 14th spot, man. That's a dodgy spot to be, man. Especially at this time of the year, you know.
You're talking about dodgy spots. I know it's
It
a
is,
bad
man.
spot.
It's true, man.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
It
It's
is.
ugly.
You have to
But
fix
yo,
up.
Kai, my guy. Don't
Yeah,
know,
man.
bro.
I'm gonna get going, man. It's late here, man. It's already
All
like
right, man.
almost
Have a
1
good night,
a.m., man.
bro.
You too, bro. Take care, people in the chat, man. Take care.
Peace. Yo, we got Kesh in the house. Kesh, where you at, bro? Where you at? Where's this guy at? This guy's out shopping.
I'm not. Just
What are you
walking through the
doing?
town centre.
What?
I'm just walking through the town centre. I'm out of London at the moment, innit?
Where's your mask, bro?
Fuck that.
Talk to me, bro. What's your prediction?
What, for the game on the weekend?
Yeah.
As I've said in our earlier stream, it all depends on the lineup, man. I feel if he plays the likes of Maitland-Niles, take Bellerin out, put Smith Rowe in there to create a few chances. Literally, just by having someone in the number 10 position who's going to make them sort of runs and movement off the ball, on the ball, I think it will benefit us in making chances. I'm not really going into this game fearing Burnley, and that's not me being arrogant or anything. That's just like, I'm not saying they can't win the game. They can win the game, but it's not a team where you should be worried about, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. No, I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. But yo, big up to you, bro. Dedication's a thing, bro. I can't believe you came on while you're outside.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Take care, man. Cool.
Hold it down. Next we got Muad. Muad. No, actually, sorry, Balo was first. Muad. I'll go to Balo first. Balo, my guy, what's good?
Yo, Wagwan nigga, what you saying?
I'm chilling, bro. How you been?
I'm just doing schoolwork right now, nothing much.
Yeah, man. Well, what school you at? University, college?
Oh, I'm in high school.
Or you're in high school? So
Yeah,
you must be like younger than 18.
yeah, I'm 16.
Okay. So talk to me, bro. Tell me, what's the prediction for the game?
I mean, like all banter aside, obviously Arsenal are gonna win, but like
Arsenal's
you guys probably gonna win like 3-0, about 2 goals, and Willian 1 goal.
okay. Repeat that again for everyone who missed it, because you said that quite quickly.
Oh, about 2 goals and Willian 1 goal. Three
You know,
3-0.
Aubameyang loves to score against Burnley. He has 7 goals, I think,
I
against
think
Burnley.
I think he knows if he has any chance to score this season, it's these type of games, so he has to score.
Okay. My guy, Balo. And what about your team's game?
Oh, I think because you know how United, once we have a bad game, then we turn up. But I think it's gonna be like a 1-1 draw. I don't think we'll win, and I don't think City will beat us.
Okay. Hold it down, bro. Thanks for coming on, Balo. And
Okay,
yo,
bro,
tell the
safe.
people to like, subscribe, and share, bro. You already know. You've been here from the beginning, so you already know what it is.
Of course, bro, of course.
Thanks.
Like,
And then
side,
Muad
like,
was next.
subscribing. Oh,
Oh, Muad, where'd you go? You're next. We lost him. Just when he was about to come on, we lost him. But yo, I'm gonna put the link out for more people who want to jump on. Yo, Colin, call in, bro. No pun intended. Tom Poller, the man's always in the chat talking shit, but he's scared. The link is right there. All you have to do is click on it and give us what you think. But Ballo, honestly, man, a lot of people are saying all this stuff about Burnley this, Burnley that. They're talking like Burnley's players are all this, all that.
man,
Like,
they're just bantering you guys. It's like a game that's actually like close to Southampton, in my opinion, next week.
should I
That's
fear Burnley though?
no, you shouldn't, bro. Burnley are crap.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks, Ballo. We got Hussein next. Big up to you, bro.
Okay,
Thanks
bro.
for coming on, bro. Next, we got Hussein in the house. Hussein, talk to me, bro. Tell me Arsenal's gonna win 4-0 or something. I would love to hear it.
Yo, Egal, I'm loving the positivity, bro. I'm loving the positivity from you, bro. Like, you love to see it. You love to see it, man. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Burnley are trash. like, they've lost, I think, all their away games, bro. And you know, the Emirates with the fans, bro. Like, that's gonna motivate Arsenal players. You've got good players that can get in some goals. They can do damage to this Burnley team. You know, honestly speaking, people are gonna say, "Oh, Arsenal aren't creative enough," but I think, the good form they had last game is gonna come up on Sunday. You guys are gonna score a few goals. Burnley's got a few important players injured. So I think it's gonna be 2-1 Arsenal though. I think it's gonna be 2-1 Arsenal. I'm just a bit skeptical on your defense, not gonna lie, because one player that I like from Burnley a lot, though, is Dwight McNeil. I think he might do some damage on the wings, but otherwise, I think Arsenal are set.
Okay, so everyone's saying banter aside, they expect Arsenal to win.
Yeah, they should win. They should win. Burnley aren't good away, and Emirates with the fans, like, it's not going to be easy to win against in that kind of occasion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. The fans coming back could actually change our performance. It could make us a little bit more resolute. It could make us a little bit of a better team. You never really
absolutely.
know. Like, stuff like that does make a difference.
Yeah, and you know how Nitish was saying, like, if Arsenal performed the way they did in the second half, like you guys played against Spurs, you guys still lost that game, but you did do a lot better in the second half. It's that kind of tempo you guys need to bring when you play against Burnley, a team that you don't know. Like, they might park the bus, they might try to be a bit more open and play more fluidly, but, I still think Arsenal's got it in them to win. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? To all the people watching, you guys know there's banter and then there's real talk. At the end of the day, we know this Burnley team is nowhere near this Arsenal team's level.
Exactly.
Like people talking about we're gonna lose, we're gonna get slapped, we're gonna this, we're gonna that. Let's keep it real for a second. We're not gonna lose to these guys.
No,
We're just
no.
not. We like if we lose, turn me into a meme. Clip this and meme me. I don't care. It's not happening. But yo, Hussein, thanks for coming on. And after the other day we had that chat. I need to talk to you about something later on. How do you do that Discord stuff? You're a G. Well, big up to you, bro. Message me
Oh,
on
yeah.
Twitter or something. I'll talk to you about that in a bit.
No problem, bro. Take care.
If you guys don't know this guy, he is the man. He's the man who loves to get everybody rattled.
You know,
Everybody rattled.
after
And
coming
you know
for
why?
this. After coming for
Because
this.
he says stuff that people don't want to hear when they don't want to hear it. And that's why we love the guy. Prime, talk to me, bro. What's your prediction for the Arsenal game?
Question: Are Arsenal favourites going into this game?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Are you guys playing at home?
Yes, we are.
Yes, of course.
Cool. I don't expect you guys to win this game.
Okay. You can say that with your chest.
I don't expect you guys to win the game.
Okay.
You
so
should
what do you
win
expect?
it. Listen, you should win this game. You should. However, I don't expect you to win it.
Why?
Based on the fact that I know what Arsenal are like. When you have all the
O'Shea's in the house.
is that a word? When you have all this pressure on you to win, you fail to do it. Burnley are a team that will sit, defend. You guys will have to obviously open up, come at them. You don't really have the creativity in you guys.
Yeah.
Burnley can counter against you guys. Chris Wood and Jay Rodriguez and them man up front. Barnes up against.
Okay,
Porter.
so how about this? You give me a reason, then I'll give you a reason. Because at this point, I feel like there's way more reasons why Arsenal will win over Burnley. So,
no, you should win against Burnley.
So I'll give you my first reason, okay? I feel like we just have better players than them. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah. But who cares about having better players? It's about having a better system, a better squad, having better tactics. Sometimes you need a bit of luck on the day as well.
Okay. What about the fact that they've only scored 5 goals, they have 2 assists, and we are not a team that actually concedes from corners where they've scored some of their goals?
Cool, but how about the fact that you're poor defensively and you don't have creativity going forward?
Does a team that concedes more goals than us and scores less goals than us, we're not expected to beat them? Are you serious?
No. What did I say? You guys should beat them, and you probably will. However, I don't. With the pressure and onus and stuff like that on you, I don't put you, I guess I should say, as favorites.
Listen. I said
Prime,
to Egal, look, if Arsenal beat Tottenham, I won't banter them again, and they fail to do so. I don't expect nothing from Arsenal anymore. My last bit of hope for Arsenal has just been ripped from me. You know, you guys could have got us top of the league and you didn't, and I feel like a lemon that's just been squeezed, and all the juice is gone. And now I'm just at the point where I'm back to. I hope you guys just get relegated again. I just can't be asked with Arsenal anymore, man. Aubameyang's a fraud.
O'Shea, I brought you on here because I want to talk to you about something. One,
okay,
I don't think we're gonna ever get relegated. 2, when you say that, you're saying that as a joke. You're not serious. Okay? I know that.
What do you mean you're never going to get relegated?
No. Like
you're 15, bro.
A club of this stature does not get relegated. Okay?
Yes.
You guys are being joking. You guys are joking.
Egal.
That makes no sense. One sec, Prime. One sec. Let me just answer this for him, Prime. That Egal, that makes no sense. What is the stature of a club got to do with anything? If Manchester United is the biggest club in England, but if they have a poor season and they have a season bad enough to where they can get relegated, then yes, any team can get relegated. Egal.
Leeds United are a big club. Who would have thought they would have got relegated? Liverpool are the top 2. 1 or 2, it depends on who you ask. Biggest clubs in England, one of the top 5 biggest clubs in the world.
The biggest club in Europe.
It happens every year.
No, stop talking about that. They went so long without winning a league title. Arsenal, this big club, have gone, 17 seasons now without winning a league title. Anything can happen. Leicester have won a league before. anything can happen. So
One
you
second,
could
guys.
get relegated.
Yeah, the thing
I got some new people
when you
in,
see
so I'm gonna bring in.
I'm going to
Sorry.
set a box.
I was just saying about the thing with Manchester United when they were in a similar position last season. They went in the January transfer window and got in Bruno. If we go any down further, we will probably go into the January transfer window and spend and get in a few players to make a difference. So
Bro,
I don't.
Thomas Partey was the last of your money, bro. That was the last of your cash, fam.
Not at all. Not at all. Arteta has been saying since the summer transfer window that there are plans for winter. So whether it is Szoboszlai or some other player or any other player that we are planning to get, there have been some plans that Arteta has been part of, and he has said it in the summer transfer window itself.
Bro, what's your name?
Nitish.
Okay.
I was in the chat. Yeah, on your video.
Okay, cool. With Man United, as much as Bruno had an impact, and I'm not even going to deny that he did, what also helped United was the fact that they had lockdown, which allowed, or everyone had lockdown essentially, which allowed Pogba, Rashford, and Martial to come back, be fully fit, and then they went on a run of games to get them top four. Also, you could say Leicester and Chelsea bottled it near the end as well, which made it like more of a chance to get top four as well.
Exactly. In fact, Prime just hit the nail on the head, bro. Let's go on that run.
No, I am not.
I said
One second. Let O'Shea go.
Prime has just hit the nail on the head. Leicester bottled it back end of the season. If you remember rightly, Leicester were comfortably third for the whole season and they bottled it. That's the only reason why United finished third.
Yes, but I'm not saying we are going to finish in the top four. I'm saying
we
won't get relegated.
Let's get Zipdu in here. Honestly, guys, my point is, when you guys are saying Arsenal's going to get relegated, that's banter. I get it.
I'm not saying they're going to get relegated. I'm not saying you will. I'm saying I hope you guys do. Because you guys have let me down so many times as a club.
Zipdu, what are you saying?
Yeah, so another interesting thing is that you want to talk about bottling. We bottled 15-16 when Leicester won the league because that was our time to win because everyone else was playing terribly and their squads weren't, fully developed. That was our
bottle it that season because you weren't in the title race.
We absolutely were. We absolutely were. What are you talking about? The year Leicester won?
Wait, okay, cool. If you guys were in the title race, then why do you guys make fun of Spurs for finishing third in a two-horse race? You literally.
Because
I'm assuming
at
you're
the
an
point,
Arsenal fan. No, let me finish. I'm assuming you're an Arsenal fan. I didn't ask, so I can't tell. But why is it that Arsenal fans make fun of Spurs that finished third in a two-horse race with Leicester? That doesn't make sense then.
I mean, anyone that makes fun of like current Tottenham is taking the piss because Tottenham is in a better.
That means that's stupid banter, and you're just reaching to find a joke.
I guess. I mean, I don't really understand. Like, yeah, but at the same time, like Tottenham hasn't won championships. That's the main banter, not that they were in the race or not.
Then you're just reaching for anything to make.
But then I could flip that on its head.
Prime. They're our biggest rival. They're our biggest rival. Of course, we're gonna banter them.
Bro, one second.
That's not what I said. I said
no, but you're saying that we're reaching for bantering our biggest rival. Let
me flip that, my friend. My friend, 1 second, Prime. 1 second. Prime, 1 second. Let me flip that. You've just said the banter is that Tottenham haven't won a championship. But then I can flip that on its head and say, how can you as an Arsenal fan sit there and still talk about your club as the third biggest club in Britain and you've never won the Champions League and you haven't won a Premier League in 16 years? How can I could flip that on its head? The same banter you want to give Tottenham,
listen,
I can give to
so
you
how
guys.
could you call Liverpool the second biggest club in England because
we won Champions Leagues.
Before they won Champions League?
We've won 2 Champions Leagues in the 30 years that we haven't won a Premier League. The Champions League is a bigger trophy than the Premier League.
When was the last time you won the Champions League before you won 3 years ago?
2005, which was this decade, the last decade.
We have won it. What was it? You won in 2019.
But listen, I know this is not what you guys.
2019 to what? 2005. That's what.
Bearing in mind we've been to 4 Champions League finals in this decade itself.
You're the same banter you're throwing at me. I could throw back at you. That's why your argument's flawed, bro. Liverpool's no less of a Liverpool.
Because Arsenal and Liverpool are 2 very different clubs. Even though Liverpool are 2 very different clubs, you can't compare Arsenal.
Okay.
No, 1 second. Let me answer, Egal. You cannot compare Arsenal. There's two clubs in England that no club can compare themselves to. It's Liverpool and United. You just can't. United may go 10 years without a title, but no club can compare themselves to United other than Liverpool, because the levels between Liverpool, United, and the rest of the league is a different ballgame. Liverpool and United are on Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Juventus, AC Milan levels. We're a different kettle of fish. We're juggernauts. Liverpool and United we're juggernauts. We're the biggest clubs in the world. We're part of that group. So you can't talk about us in the same breath, Egal. You can't. So Liverpool and United will always be able to banter everybody else. And that's why Liverpool fans have been able to banter people for even though we haven't won a league for 30 years, because we are in that Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus category, along with Man United. We're a different level of team. Am I
But
right?
that's
Or am I
also
wrong?
recent. That's also recent under Klopp. Like
It's not
before that,
recent
you
under
guys
Klopp.
were
It's not
in
recent
a
under Klopp.
similar
It isn't
position
recent
to
under Klopp. We've
Arsenal.
always been.
I'm
We've
not
always been
comparing Arsenal
competitive.
to
Let me
Liverpool.
chime in. Let me chime in. If you're going to say Arsenal, Liverpool are
I'm not
similar
comparing
and
it.
stuff.
I'm saying his
Okay,
argument's
cool.
flawed.
No, okay, cool. I know what you're saying. We're going to say that they're similar and stuff, and the argument is flawed. The difference is, even though they were both winning trophies sparingly, at least the Champions League makes them still relevant.
I agree.
You guys are winning FA Cups and being happy with that. You're being happy with finishing 8th and stuff like that and winning FA Cups. That is not the mentality of a big club. At least with
No,
Liverpool,
I have no idea what.
Prime. Should we? I get what you're saying, but like, should we just not? You're saying that Arsenal fans should have no banter for anyone because we haven't won a Premier League in 14 years and we've never won the Champions League.
No,
We shouldn't have any banter.
My point is,
I feel like that's kind of the vibe. It's like,
no.
Let him finish, man. Prime, let him finish.
So it's like, is that really the argument? Is that we just shouldn't have banter with other clubs? Because that's also part of the game. That's part of the whole culture of football. So
look, it's all right to have banter with people on a certain level. It's all right to have banter with people on a certain level, but I just think Arsenal right now, and even Egal, who is I've got a lot of respect for, even he will admit this himself. Arsenal right now cannot banter anybody else in the league. They can't, and it's because Arsenal claim to be the third biggest team in England. They're part of the Big Six, but they're doing so poorly. Arsenal cannot banter anybody else at this moment in time. They just can't. It's hypocritical. It's like having one. It's like somebody having. It's like somebody being blind and trying to take the piss out of somebody who's deaf. It makes no sense, bro.
Listen,
So
there's
I
a
have a
difference.
question now. Let me answer
Different.
your question. What's your name?
Zipdale.
Zipdale. Sorry. So I know who I'm addressing. My point is, football's about banter. We're all gonna have banter. Cool. But my thing with Arsenal fans is they're always so quick to banter every single team whenever they go through a little bad run of form. Look at how quickly you guys were to banter United fans.
Your ballon has been. Come back next time.
Egal, who?
Sorry, I was talking to people in the background.
Oh, okay. Egal, you came on the terrace yourself and you were laughing and smiling and gasped because United finished 3rd in their group.
No, that's context. Listen.
No, okay, context. I know. No, I know what you're going to say.
1 second. I have to stop you right there. I cannot. No. Stop for 1 second, please. Out of respect. Stop for 1 second. Out of respect. That right there is strictly because every single day I sit there, I take it. So when it's my turn to laugh at them, I will laugh at them.
I know that. Let me finish.
No, continue. I just have to. I have to address that.
No, you have to address that. I know that, but if you'd let me finish, you'd understand that it's also part of the problem. That's also part of the problem. Just let me finish, please.
Why?
Can you let me finish?
No, I'm letting you continue, but I'm asking you why.
Why what?
Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel like that's part of the problem?
Let me finish and you understand.
Continue.
Cool. You guys are so quick to jump on the draw for every team whenever they go through a little bad run of form. Chelsea at the start of the season when we were inconsistent. Oh, Arteta's the best. Put praise and hype on Arteta. Lampard's inept. Lampard's this. Lampard's that. All the slander towards Ollie. He's a PE teacher and everything. All the slander towards every single team. We've figured out Klopp. We've rattled Klopp. We've broken Klopp. All this little stuff. Pep, he's nothing without Arteta. Pep is missing Arteta. He's lost on the touchline without Arteta and everything. But now,
I can't hear you.
What's that?
I don't know what he did, but we could hear him perfectly before. Now we can't.
Is this better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Prime, continue.
But what is the last thing that you heard me say?
honestly, all I remember is you were saying how
yeah,
we
we
get our
broke
players.
up. We
Yeah,
beat
all this
United.
banter and stuff. You guys are so quick
And
to
you
draw
can
and give to other teams.
Prime.
Let me finish.
We have
All due
the
respect,
most
let me finish.
diluted. We have
All
the
due,
most diluted.
with all due respect, please let me finish.
Yeah, yes.
No. He's
All due-
agreeing with.
I know, but all due respect, again, let me finish. You're so quick to jump on.
No. Just continue. Don't ignore everybody else. Just continue. Go.
You're so quick to jump on and give banter and stuff like that on a team when they're doing bad, and praise and overhype your players and overgas your players and everything that you're doing to a point where you're going through bad run of form, and we pointed out and we're honest with you. You always assume that everyone's being salty or being banterous towards you. We said to you guys at the start of the season, don't get gassed, don't get overhyped. We spoke to you honestly about your squad, and you guys all laughed in our faces. I remember you, Egal, or someone saying that we're being salty, especially after the FA Cup. I think I spoke to you, Egal, and you said stuff like, "Oh, we're being salty." When we were all honest with you about the limitations and everything with your squad, we were all honest with you with Arteta. I said to you and numerous Arsenal fans within the first weeks or month of this season. I'm not finished. Weeks or months of the season. I'm not finished.
Please make it quick and concise. You've been talking for a long time.
No, you've been interrupting me for a long time. Let me finish. Well, I said to you guys, this Arteta thing, cool. If he's so great, what has he done to be warrant all this praise? No one could actually answer that for me.
I can answer that.
Cool. Let me finish. I'm not.
You won the community shield. You beat Liverpool twice.
All I keep hearing is excuses for him. He needs a creative player. He needs this. He needs that. But yet, no excuses are warranted towards someone like Frank or someone and what he did and what he got through with Chelsea last season, or someone like Ollie and all the limitations he has to go through with that Man United board. He don't actually back
Prime.
There are no excuses. With Arteta, it's always excuses.
Prime. 1 second, Prime.
Let O'Shea go.
But yet he's not going to get anything good out of your squad.
1 second, Prime.
Yes,
Prime,
everything you're going through, you guys all deserve it because you're always the first to jump at everyone. You can't take it.
Can I please, O'Shea, can an Arsenal fan please respond? Dude, all Arsenal fans will agree with you. We have probably the most diluted fan base in the world, and especially on the internet. We all agree with that. I don't know any Arsenal fan that would disagree with that. That's number one. Number two is also the Arsenal voices that you're hearing aren't representative of the entire fan base. I'm sure you have friends that are Arsenal fans that aren't completely diluted.
Egal, I've never met one still in my life. Stuff I repeated is from Egal as well. He's my friend.
No.
I know. Okay. He's also the representative for Arsenal on the terrace, which is why I'm even talking to you guys now, because I said on Twitter there should be more voices to represent Arsenal. So listen, you but also there's also diluted Man U fans. There's also diluted Chelsea fans.
I don't hear diluted Man United fans that loud, or Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Spurs. Sorry,
let O'Shea go.
Prime, stop, big man, stop. Listen, yeah, I don't know what your name is, but all I'm gonna say is this, yeah. You can't give Arteta any excuses about creativity when you have one of the best number 10s in the world and you refuse to play him. You can't. That's on the manager. And don't tell me it's Kroenke, because Emery played Ozil and Wenger played Ozil. So Arteta has made it very clear that if he doesn't like a player, he won't use them. He did it with Guendouzi. Ozil is not playing, so you cannot use that as an excuse when you have a number 10 who's one of the best in the world and you refuse to play him. That's on you guys. The second thing I will say is this, yeah? For me, Arsenal are the prime example of a club that got too comfortable. They you had your success in the late 90s, early 2000s under Wenger, and you got way too comfortable finishing fourth every season, and you thought, well, we're Arsenal. We're always going to be around the top four. And you didn't realize that there were other clubs climbing and climbing and climbing, and they've overtaken you. My issue with Arsenal and the fans, now I'm not going to name names. Egal is a guy I've got a lot of respect for him. I think he's misunderstood a lot of the time with what he says. But, there's a lot of Arsenal fans out there. This is the biggest problem I have with Arsenal fans, is that they don't understand and accept where they are. You guys seem to think that you are still the Arsenal. Highbury no longer exists, my friend. Yeah? Bergkamp
I mean,
doesn't play for you no
Arsene
more.
Wenger said it
You're not.
himself that Arsenal sold left
You're no
with
longer a
Highbury.
big. I haven't finished, big man. I haven't finished.
Let him finish
You
it.
guys are no longer one of the big clubs. You are a big brand. There's a difference between being a big brand and being a big club. Arsenal are not a big club anymore. You're a big brand commercially. And if you continue to perform like this and do get relegated, which is a possibility, Egal, yeah, because you're 15th right now, then you won't be a big brand because the money will go. That's all you guys are, and and the fans need to accept that. A name doesn't mean shit. You're a big brand. That's it. You make a lot of money in
The
Asia.
first thing,
Yeah, you're not a big club anymore. That is the realization and the reality that you
if we
guys have
weren't a
to
big
accept.
club,
And until
if
you
we
guys,
weren't a
one
big
sec,
club,
Egal, one sec,
O'Shea,
Egal, one
if
sec.
we weren't a big club, there wouldn't be expectations the way they are. What tells me we're still a big club, O'Shea, is the expectations of our team is high. And as long as expectations are high,
The
that still
expectation from
shows
the
you
fans is high.
Expectations from
You think
who?
you're a big club.
from
Where
I
everybody.
exactly,
think,
exactly. Where
O'Shea,
the
From who?
expectations?
I think if you have a bigger
Expectations from
sample,
who?
a bigger sample of Arsenal
Prime.
fans,
Stop
uh,
1 second, please.
I think
Everything I say, you're just questioning it at this point. You're
No,
not
but
actually.
expectations from who though is what I'm asking.
Expectations from fans, media, everybody. They don't expect us to be
Cool.
anywhere but up there with the top of the top with the Premier League. If we're not
Your
there,
No, wait a
board,
second. Egal,
your
Egal, Egal, wait a
board
second.
don't have
Egal, wait a
those same
second. No, they don't. No,
expectations.
they don't. Egal, no, they don't. Egal, no, they don't. That doesn't make you a big club. Expectations are irrelevant. I have expectations that Liverpool are going to go on and win a treble this year, but we're probably not going to do it. Yeah, expectations are irrelevant. The media does not have expectations that Arsenal are going to be in around the top six. Have you been watching Sky Sports and listening to pundits? They don't even expect you to make the top fucking six. Never mind the top four. So, no, the fans have expectations, and that is exactly the point I'm trying to make it out. You guys have these ridiculous expectations, and you've been doing it for the past 2 years. Oh, we're going to get top four. We're near getting top four. You're not even next. You're not even close to getting top six. And what the fans need to do, Egal, is accept. 1 second ago, what the fans need to do is accept that Arsenal are no longer a big club anymore, and you guys need to start from the bottom and build your way up. And if you and when you guys can do that, and when the club and the fans start seeing themselves as a mid-table club, only then will you be able to improve. Because right now you're setting the bar way too high, and when you're not achieving those things, it comes crashing down. When you start realizing that you're a small club and you're a mid-table club, that's when you will start to improve, because your expectations will not put any pressure on the players or on the manager, and you can give a manager time, and over 5-6 years you can
O'Shea,
then
I hear
rebuild
you.
yourselves.
We got a guest here. Let's just hear what he has to say about the game. Yo, Muhad, you there? Muad. And
can I respond to O'Shea?
brought
Can I
up
respond to O'Shea?
Let him respond.
Yeah.
Let him respond. Go on, talk. Go on.
So, O'Shea, I think a lot of reasonable Arsenal fans will completely agree that we are currently a mid-table club and we need a full rebuild. And a lot of Arsenal fans don't know if Arteta is the one to do that based on current form. Arsenal is playing like shit. I'm not even confident going in to play against Burnley, honestly. I'm expecting a draw, maybe even a loss. Like, we don't have fans, people that have been fans for, and even like there's very hopeful fans in every fan base, and probably disproportionately a lot of Arsenal fans are hopeful that they think that we'll just go and get the 3 points. But people who have been watching for years, we know that we can't expect that anymore. We can't expect to get 3 points every week anymore against a lot of these Premier League sides. And we understand that we have to rebuild. And the Arteta out people don't think that Mikel Arteta is the one, but any Arsenal fan that thinks that we're going to fight for top four, thinks we're going to fight for titles, thinks that we're going to fight for the Premier League title are wrong. Right now, I feel like we're cup oriented. We're focusing a lot on Europa, a lot on FA Cup. And I think that also shows a weakness in the club's general philosophy. We should be trying to win the Premier League every year, and we're not good enough right now. So I agree. And you're preaching to the choir, man. There are a lot of hopeful fans who you might have really caught them out there, but there's also a lot of fans that are completely agree. We've been sliding for years. All those top four finishes under Wenger were just papering over the cracks, making Champions League every year. That was like winning a trophy. It was getting top four for us. We loved that. But now that it's gone, we have nothing, and the club is barely like able to stand on their own 2 feet. So we know that we have to rebuild. We're very well aware, but always appreciate hearing it from a rival fan.
Okay, guys, let's just stop that right there for a second. I need to read the super chat from Colin. Colin says, "What he says, €1 and 50 pence for Egal and 50 pence for Sam." Arsenal's transfer funds. That's funny, bro. But yo, let's just ask you guys, Prime, what's your score prediction for the Arsenal Burnley game?
2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. O'Shea, what's your prediction for the Arsenal Burnley game?
1-1. I think you guys will get a draw. I think Arsenal will dominate, but Burnley will end up getting like a last-minute draw or VAR decision.
Okay, and then thanks for coming on, Prime. Appreciate it, bro. Respect. And then O'Shea, big up to you for coming on, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
Nice one, my bro.
Zipdu, thanks for coming on, my guy. Right.
Cheers.
And then now I'm opening the lines to some of you guys. I just first, before we continue, I just want to address a comment that was made. I think some of the things that was said you can agree with, but one thing that I disagree with that I will say is I genuinely feel like the club is not a small club. I feel like the board have been acting terrible, which has made our decisions and our moves look worse than it is. And you know what? If you actually look at the league position that we're in right now and how much points we have, how much points do we have? What, 13 points? How much points do we have? Let me double check. I forget how much points we have, honestly. It's been so bad. I didn't want to look at the league table. But hey, my point is, if you look at last year at this time, look at how much points the Manchester United was on, right? And look how much points we're on now. We currently have 13 points. Manchester United, with 10 games, they also had 13 points. It's just the league season was so bad last year that some of these teams down here were performing so bad in comparison to this season where everything's a lot closer. Last year, with 10 games, Manchester United were on the same amount of points as us. Sheffield United were on the same amount of points as us. Obviously, Brighton got relegated. West Ham. Tottenham had less points than us last season with 10 games. Guys are making it seem like this is such a bad season. In relative terms, in comparison to seasons prior, it's not as bad as people are making it out to seem like. That's just my point. I don't think everyone can look at the league table as we're 15th, this is that, but in relative terms, it's not as bad. It's not as bad. But yeah, what are you saying, Muhad? Muhad's in the house. Muhad, come back in.
Yeah, can you hear me?
One second. Let me add Muhad in. Muhad, what's your prediction for the game, bro?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think Arsenal win this game. I mean, pretty comfortably, 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, if you look at it, Burnley, I don't think Burnley will cause a lot of threats to Arsenal, to be fair. Just do about one style of play, which is just
my guy.
long
Big up
ball.
to you, bro. Thanks for coming on.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Okay, and then we got Harris Rashid now next. My guy
Big
Harris
up.
is in the house. Harris, what are you saying, bro? My guy
I'm
right
good.
here. Manchester
I'm good,
United
bro.
fan?
Bro, it's
Okay, bro,
depression
talk to
time.
me, bro. Tell me, what do you think is going to happen, Arsenal versus Burnley? And then maybe we'll get into the United game if we have time.
Come on, listen, fam. I think you man will actually win this 4-0. I think Burnley are literally terrible this season. I don't even think they've scored more than 5 goals this season. They've not. I think they've only won 1 game. I think if you lose to Burnley, that's it. You man are finished. You man are officially the banter club of the year. You can't lose to Burnley. Like, there's no way. This is literally Arteta versus Sean Dice. But I think if Arteta loses this, do you reckon he's gone?
No.
No. Nah.
No. Arteta is not going to lose. First of all, we're going to win this game. And
No,
second of
100%.
all, Arteta is not going to get kicked out. This is not going to cost Arteta his job. The board are fully behind Arteta. And from what we heard from Fabrizio Romano just a couple of days ago, I don't think he could do a lot wrong and he'll still be in a job, in my opinion.
No, I think with Arteta, it's too soon to sack him. He's won you a trophy and Community Shield. But yeah, I think from the Europa League, you lot have built confidence. I think if you beat Burnley, this can get some momentum going. I think Chelsea is gonna be a tough game, but after Burnley, who's your next game?
Southampton, Everton, Chelsea.
I potentially think if you beat Burnley, you can get momentum to beat Southampton and Everton, because Everton have been falling off. I definitely think like Arsenal, depending on their January transfers, they can make a comeback. But fam, this is a must-win game for you lot. All of them have been must-win games here, but this is actually a must-win. Otherwise, it's relegation time, Arsenal.
True. Yo, we got Sam Greenwood TV in the house. Check out Sam Greenwood TV. Yo, Sam, if you want to come on, I sent you the link on your WhatsApp. Come on. And then yo, Harris, what's your final score prediction for this game?
4-0. I see you man winning 4-0.
4-0. Okay. And what's your prediction for the Manchester United derby?
2-1 United. Hit them on the counter. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, my guy, hold it down, bro.
My guy.
I want to bring back Prime. Prime. You want to come on? I sent you the link on your. Yo, Prime.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. Okay, I want to address something you said, but first, I'm just gonna bring Sam in the house. Sam.
Good evening.
And yes, we got Sam, and it's not Big Sam Allardyce. It's my guy Sam. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, not too bad. In a long time no see you, guy. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing well, man. You know me, man. Just keeping positive, trying to stay positive in a situation.
You're doing well. You're doing well with your channel here, mate. Keep it going. Keep up the good work. You got to.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You got to keep these. You got to keep these Chelsea head cases down. You know. You got to keep them in their place.
Listen, what you got to realize is these guys are my.
Yeah, I know. It's good banter.
Prime's my guy.
It's good banter. Yeah, listen, they're all good guys. I've watched them a lot. It's just good stuff. You know, we've got to be able to have a bit of banter and have a bit of fun and make a bit of fun out of it. It's what it's about being a fan, right? You know, you got to take it, you got to dish it. You know, it's you got to be able to handle some crap when your team's playing crap, and you know that's the way it is. You know, we're not great at the moment, so we've got to be able to take it, right? And then the other guys, when they're not great, they've got to be able to take it back. So that's just the way it is, isn't it?
And you know what? I'll get back to that. That's the question that I was going to ask Sam. But before we continue, first things first. Are you Arteta in? Or are you Arteta out?
I've got to say I don't really like saying this, but I am Arteta out at the moment. I just think this is too big for him. I just can't see how he's going to turn this around with what he's doing currently, both tactically, his team selections. The team just doesn't look like it's, you know, there's no chemistry there, you know, and it's just I just think it's too big for a rookie manager to be able to do something about that. And you know, I don't like. It's not like I want to jump on the guy's back and you know just to jump on his back. It's just for the good of Arsenal. You know, I think we just need to realise that you know we need to start getting results and you know we're not a university, we're a football club. You know, we can't give people apprenticeships and things like that. You know, we've got to be more ruthless. You know, and of course the board has a lot to say. Of course, you know the owners. You know, there's a lot there as well. You know, but at the end of the day, the manager is what you can change more easily than the board and the rest of the club. So you just got to, when it's not working and it's not working over time, which I think it's showing now, it's not going in the right direction. You got to cut your losses and do something differently. Get someone else in who can maybe do a better job. And for me, you know, we're at that stage now because of how we've been going in recent games. I just don't see any progress. I don't see us moving in the right direction. 1 second, Sam. First things first. You've been supporting the club for a long time. You know that sacking the manager, bringing a new manager in, will give us a bounce, but will it address the root cause of the issue? Well, this is this whole issue: the players or the manager. Now, you got to, of course. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. If I could give you a scenario where we shift out 7 or 8 players by the end of next summer and bring in 7 or 8 new players, or we shift Arteta out now, and some of those players like Mustafi gets a new contract, or you see some of the dead wood like David Luiz gets a new contract. Some of these guys get new contracts, and they stick around for another 3 years. What would you rather have? Well, see, this is what it gets down to, right? I mean, it's the decisions being made by the recruitment team and the manager and everything. If they keep giving players like Luiz extended contracts, Mustafi, who has rejected an extended contract, but just offering him one for me was like crazy. And we've been reading from Kia that Willian was actually a first choice from Arteta, the same as David Luiz, who they're actual first choices from him to buy. And it's just decisions like that. They're just, what's this guy doing, And of course, the players we have to shift out some of the players, Xhaka, Bellerin. There's a few of them, right, that are just not good enough for us to achieve the goals we want to achieve. But it starts with the manager, because you've got to have a manager who will be ruthless enough to do these things, get with the recruitment team, and not just that. It's also the tactics. I mean, listen, I know the players we have right now aren't great. They're far from great, but we can get more out of this team than what we're seeing now. We really can, because you see the tactics just aren't working. So the first thing you do is you find tactics that work. That's what you've got to do. And if you don't know that and you can't do that, then you're not doing your job.
Okay. Another question. Since you are currently saying you would want Arteta out of the job, then if Allegri comes in, or whoever you'd like comes in, and the same situation in 6 months' time, or 18 months' time, or 10 months' time, then are you going to change your tune and be like, it's not the manager and I can't ask for another manager's head?
This is what I keep saying is, you've got to remember that the most important thing in this is Arsenal Football Club. We're not loyal to it. I mean, it's not our job to give a manager as long as possible, because we want the managers to be bigger or better than the football club. I mean, if a manager's not doing his job, whether it's 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I mean, look what happened with Wenger. We gave that guy 6-8 years longer than he should have, because of the nostalgia of what he achieved. Of course, Wenger's a legend. Of course, he deserves all the accolades he got, but everyone knows, every Arsenal fans know he got several seasons longer than what he should have, based on nostalgia, instead of changing when we should have. And we might be in a better position now if we were to change when we should have, right? I mean, we might have a different team now, not steal some of the deadwood from the Wenger era. So, holding on to managers just for the sake of holding on for managers, we're not here to hold on to managers. We're here for Arsenal Football Club. It's Arsenal Football Club as a star, not the manager or any player. The club is the biggest thing. It's not the manager. So yeah, if a new manager comes in and next season we're in the same position, we're down in 15th or not progressing, we're not getting any better, then you got to sack him too. Well, I don't see why there's any. Where is there any law or regulation?
Sam,
that says
I'm not
you have to keep a
laughing at
manager?
you. I'm laughing at the point that you said. Basically, just sack every manager until we get a manager that wins us the league.
Well, at least shows progress. My thing is progress, not to just win the league the first season. That's never going to happen. I mean, not now, but we have to see progress. So if a manager comes in and improves us, we see things getting better. We play better. We can see the players are playing better. There's more chemistry there. It's working. We're going up the table. We're going in the right direction. We're starting to get close to the targets we want to set. Right, that's progress. But if you're doing the opposite, like we are, we're going the opposite direction. Why are we being, why are we saying, oh, we have to keep him, we have to keep him, we have to keep him? Why? This getting someone who can do a better job.
Okay, hear me out. This is what I'm saying. Keep Arteta in the job until next summer's window's over. If we have the same situation 10 games time next year in the Premier League, at that point, it's his fault. Until I've seen him at least have at least a couple more windows, I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to judge him this year, next year, this time. That's where I'm judging him. And let's agree to disagree. I just want to know what's the prediction for the game.
Sure, listen, I respect, I've just had a big debate with Nitish in the chat there. He's a great guy, Nitish. Check out his channel.
Raps, you're up next, okay?
And listen, we've had a debate. He's Arteta in, and I respect the people Arteta in. I respect that opinion that you want to give someone, a longer chance, a chance to change things around. But I'm of the opinion that the longer this goes, the worse it might get. It could get worse, and then you're sort of like, where are you going to go from there? Where are you going to go from there if it gets worse?
Okay. So before we continue, I just thank you, Sam, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
To you, bro.
Great stuff. Always good to see
you,
you, man.
Check out Sam Greenwood TV, guys, on YouTube.
Thanks a lot. It's been really good to see you.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. And then we got Rack here. We got a Liverpool fan, and we got Ryan, Mr. Ryan, the Arsenal podcast. Guys, go check out Mr. Ryan Arsenal podcast. Does some great stuff with my guy Melvin and some of the other guys do watch-alongs and other things. And those quiz nights, they go on forever, but they're amazing. And then we got Rack in the house, Liverpool fan. You know what it's like to have managers and not win for a long time in the Premier League. And now you guys are at the top of the echelon, and you know how it feels to be great now again. Tell me, I want to cover two things. First, with Rack. Rack, what's your prediction for this game? And should Arsenal follow the Liverpool model, or should we stick to like something different?
About the game, I mean, I always think score predictions are difficult, but Burnley are terrible at the moment, so I expect Arsenal to win. Obviously, you guys aren't doing so well anyway either, but yeah, I'd expect Arsenal to win if I had to put my house on it.
Okay, and then we'll get back to the second part of the question, Rack. I just want to bring Ryan into it. Ryan, what's your prediction for the Burnley game? And before you give us the full prediction, tell the people where they can catch you, bro.
Well, as you said, you found me here on YouTube, the Mr. Arsenal podcast. You mentioned the quizzes, the watch-alongs. We're doing a lot of watch-alongs because I need to get my watch time up. So I'm sort of monetize my channel, but yeah, watch-alongs. We do previews, reviews as well. In terms of the game, I did a watch-along earlier, as you know, and I'm not confident. I never thought I'd say this is potentially labelled as a relegation 6-pointer, because it's literally, if they win this weekend, Burnley, taking out the equation, obviously the Arteta's 5th defeat in a row, the 4th at home, this, that, and the other, they'll be 4 points behind us come 10 o'clock on Sunday evening. They win, and that's concerning. And I think I said in the chat earlier, if we were to lose, the worst case scenario, I think the board will panic and they'll make a snap decision before Wednesday's game against Southampton, because they'll panic, because they're, as far as they're concerned, it's, well, we hired you to get us into Champions League. Yeah, the Europa League's great at the moment, but Premier League itself, the bread and butter, we ain't doing what it's Jekyll and Hyde. The Europa League, I know it's the Europa League, the opposition was absolutely appalling. We should be getting our maximum points from that group. But then he's a thing with Arteta as well. He's not rewarding the good players when they're playing well. He's sticking with your Xhakas, your Woodyan's, your Hector Bellerin's. The people are constantly costing him points. He's constantly picking them. And yet on Thursday night, we've got players like Elneny. Smith Rowe last night had an absolute blinder of a game. 20 minutes, I think. What's his name? Bulgar. I can't remember his name now. But the young kid come on, the one that's literally Balogun, that's the one. He comes on, scores a goal, gets an assist, and then in the previous game he came on in the Europa League, scores. And what's their reward? They do these, put these performances in, they get involved. They show they can give us something better than what we're seeing in the Premier League. And what's their reward? Constantly dropped. Early on in the season, Joe.
Let me just read this comment. Arteta's overachieving with the squad. He, in my opinion, with the FA Cup and Community Shield, who else could do that? Now, Rack, you're making a face when you see that. What do you think about that comment?
Is he a Chelsea fan for a start?
No, yeah, he's a Liverpool fan, by the way.
He's not overachieving. Obviously, when he, I think he's talking about Dan. Yeah, look, I don't. He's not overachieving. Winning the FA Cup and the Community Shield. I mean, Community Shield, meh. That's what I got to say to that. But I mean, FA Cup is obviously a good trophy to win, especially when you're at an early stage of building up a team and building up a squad. But I think I wouldn't say that you're overachieving if you're like 16th in the Premier League. Arsenal's got. Yeah, sorry. But Arsenal. Sorry, it's all about details.
League position is temporary; it's not permanent.
But just in general, Arsenal have got a lot of good players. You've got the thing is, there's a discrepancy in quality between the top echelon of your squad and the dredges, and I think that's where you to a certain extent, if you can bring up the dredges of your squad, then you'll be improving because you'll have just a better first team. Like players like Xhaka, like you mentioned, I think he's been given ample opportunity now. But at the same time, you're in a situation where you can't really replace him at the moment. I think El Neni, I have actually been surprised by El Neni this season. I think he's played pretty decently, and maybe he should be getting a better run. I mean, that goal that you let in against Spurs, where I know obviously Partey was off, but Xhaka and whoever else was in the central midfield, they all have some. They're going rushing to kind of close down on the edge of the Spurs box without looking around and seeing that there's no cover for them. And then basically you've got a 4-on-2. I mean, obviously it was a bit of a mad finish by what's his face by Son, but you can't be pressing that by pressing that high without looking and seeing what's going on behind you. It's madness. So I'm not a Xhaka fan, but
Samuel,
yeah, not overachieving.
Did I misread the thing? Arteta overachieved with the squad. He had, in my opinion, a FA Cup and a Community Shield. What else can he do?
You read it right.
TBH, what does that mean?
To be honest.
Oh, to be honest. Okay. So yeah, like honestly, so that is what Daniel says. Daniel's my guy. He's a Chelsea fan. Big up to Daniel. He came on the watch along for the Europa League. Now, I said something to you, Rack, earlier, and Ryan, you probably heard us saying this a lot. Samuel, you probably heard us saying this a lot. Prime, you probably laughed at the fact that we said we're trying to follow the Liverpool model, in the sense that Liverpool, obviously they got a better manager. They got a world-class manager in Klopp. We tried to do that with Arteta. We're not liking the situation to having a manager of the ilk of a Klopp. But what we're saying is the situation we were in, he came in with a team that was 8th, and the next year you guys got 4th. It doesn't look like we're going to get 4th this year, but that was what we were hoping for. The gradual progression under Arteta, that's what we're hoping for. And with the recruitment you guys have, it's going to be tough for us to get to that Liverpool level without that level of recruitment and amazing signings you guys have made season in, season out. Even with Jota.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not taking anything away from Liverpool, and if what I'm saying here is wrong, correct me.
I will.
But when Klopp came to your club, the reason why you're this successful is not just down to him, is it?
No, absolutely not. There's a structure behind it.
Cool, and your whole club and everything. Sorry.
Yeah, they're all uniformly moving in the same direction.
So you're all working in tandem together, and I'm sure FSG, like to run the club better and stuff like that. They also took advice, from Klopp. Klopp's working with a director of football. Your guys are all.
Well, so Klopp was obviously experienced in working with a director of football from Dortmund. He had Michael Zorc, who was the director of football over there. So he was familiar with the structure. FSG went through a big learning curve. They're still going through a learning curve, to be fair. You got stuff like the furlough debacle that happened over the summer and things like that. So they're not averse to criticism, but at the same time, they had an idea that they could use their expertise from American sports in terms of leveraging stuff like statistical analysis and analytics and things like that, and transpose that into football, and it didn't work. It didn't work for a while. We were buying players like Markovic that didn't settle. Basically, wasted 20 million on him. Went on a free, and other players like that. But there was a slow, steady progression, both in terms of their awareness and understanding of football, the structure within the club, and then obviously Klopp coming in, who was a world-class manager, was almost the icing on the cake. So it was like it's everything.
So even though Klopp, when he came in, I'm the point I'm trying to make.
1 second, Prem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speak with you individually, one-on-one, in a second. I just want to get Rack. I'm going to be getting some guys out of the stream. So, Mr. Ryan, so what was your prediction for the Arsenal game?
I'm hoping for 2-0, 2-1. We'll probably
2-0,
draw.
2.
We'll probably draw 1-1, or we'll lose 2-1. It depends on what team he picks. It's just what I'm saying. I can't believe I'm saying this about going home to Burnley. That I'm not confident we're going to absolutely not smash them, but get that result that we need. Because I don't trust these players. And it's not just us. We've mentioned Xhaka, Bellerin, and all that. There's quite a big chunk of this squad now that have worked under 3 managers plus Freddie caretaker, and it's the same players every fucking time. Pardon my French, letting us down.
Yeah,
So
I hear that. Okay,
there's one consistency, and that's the players. And so it's too easy to go Arteta out, Arteta. I'm not in part of this Arteta in the Arteta out crap, but it's too easy just to go because it's a cheap option. Obviously, what's could be quicker and easier to replace manager or a whole squad. And I think that's what I'm saying. If we lose on Sunday, that's what the board will think, and they will sack him. Sadly.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, sorry, I
Ryan,
just saw
man,
your
thanks
DM.
for coming on, man. 1 second, Epic. Ryan, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it, man. You should come on more often. But thanks, bro. Have a good one. Rack, before we get to you, Epic Nin just joined. Epic, tell us what your prediction is for this Arsenal-Burnley game. And then we're going to have the Prime and me. We're going to have a conversation individually after this.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I just saw your DM, by the way.
No, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I think you'll just get enough to beat Burnley. But I think I think it's like a 2-1 win for Arsenal. It doesn't paint a good image on Arsenal, but I reckon if Arteta picks the right lineup, you could beat Burnley more convincingly. But it's all up to Arteta. I know it's an easy option to say, oh, Arteta's not the right man and stuff. I would say he picks the players that have consistently failed on 3 managers. So that's why people might get the ump about it. So he's picking them. I would, if you think about it, I would think that the younger players that you have at the academy will play even more better, and I think more people back the process of playing younger players.
Epic, thanks for coming on, bro. Man City, Man United, what's your score?
It's all up to Pep picking up the right lineup. If we pick the right lineup, is a 3-1 victory.
Okay, hold it down, bro. Thanks for coming on. I'll see you. If I do a watch along, I'll let you know.
Cool.
And Rack, just before you go, bro, tell me, what's your prediction for the game one more time? And is it, and in a concise way, is it the wrong idea to try to copy Liverpool's model and try to figure out a better way to do things? Because Liverpool obviously have better recruits than us.
Yeah, look, I think Arsenal will beat Burnley. It's a guess, I have no idea, but I think Arsenal will beat Burnley. For me, I think you guys need to keep the faith with Arteta, because what's the alternative really at the moment? Better to stick with it, and if you've got to believe in what you're doing. So if you assume that your hierarchy, what's his name, Edu and those guys are doing the right thing and they're backing Arteta, then you've got to run with it, man. You've got to back him 100%. I don't know. I think Arteta. My thoughts before were Arteta's is the right man for the job, but what do I know? Recruitment is key, but he's got an idea. I've been to see Arsenal live, and I watched them play against Man United last season, and you could clearly see there was a pattern that seems to have deteriorated. So you need to recapture that, and hopefully recapture the form that's going to propel you into the top half.
Rack, man, you've been here from the beginning when the channel started, and I haven't seen you in a while, but thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it, bro.
My pleasure. Take it easy, guys.
Have a good one. And then Prime. Okay? We're going to have a conversation. And I know there's only 2 of us. So if I interject, it's because I want to answer a question before you move on to the next statement, okay?
It wasn't a next statement. I was on the same point and you interrupted me, but a conversation about what?
Okay. You said something earlier that made me want to have this conversation. You said
I was still on a point when I asked Rack about Liverpool. I was still on a point, but you cut me off and went to other people. Can I still finish that point?
We're gonna move past that. Is that okay?
It's not moved past that. I haven't made the point.
No. Let's just move past that. That conversation has moved.
Move past what? I literally haven't even made the point.
No. That Liverpool conversation, we moved past it. Okay. I want to get.
It's not necessarily even a Liverpool conversation. I just haven't made the point. Can I at least make the point?
Okay. We'll get back to that.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I understand where you're going with this, but I'm trying to change the direction of the conversation. Okay.
Because you know I'm proven right, and you can't refute what I've said. But
okay, whatever, bro. Let's just move on. Let's just move on out of respect. What I need to know is, why do you feel like Arsenal fans cannot go and make fun of other fans when? If you lose a game, it doesn't matter how bad my team is. If you're going to make fun of me when my team loses, I'm going to have the same energy when your team loses. It does not matter where I am in the league. It does not matter how my team performs. If we do not do well, I have to get back at you. If we are not doing well, I'm going to enjoy your losses as much as I enjoy my wins. That's how it is for me. You tell me why am I wrong?
Is this what this thing is? You're angry at what I said.
No. I'm asking you a question. I'm not angry. I'm
okay,
responding
cool.
to your
statement. You want to have this one-on-one because you're angry at what I said. Cool. I said that because, and I even explained why, but maybe you weren't listening or whatever, because you're always the first to jump on every other team for any little bad patch that they go through. And you always want praise whenever you go through a little good run of form. But when other teams are honest with you about how you're doing during your run of form, you always assume it's salt. So when you go through your bad patches, your terrible patches like you are right now, and we're giving you all the salt and banter in the world, you guys don't seem to take it and handle that well, and yet you will still try and find some minuscule way to banter someone, like Man United getting knocked out of the Champions League into the Europa. And you can tell me it's within context or whatever, that's cool, whatever way you guys want to try and believe in that. But I'm just saying it does not look good at all. But okay, whatever, it's up to you. Cool. I'm just giving my opinion of how I see it, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if Arsenal is 17th and Chelsea gets slapped by West Brom. I will still laugh at Chelsea getting slapped by West Brom individually as a football fan. It doesn't mean anything that I'm an Arsenal fan at that point. I'm talking about a game that took place. And to me, that is me as a rival. I'm talking shit about your performance. And if you know me, Prime, I take it more than anybody. When everybody's giving it and they're taking, who takes the most crap when it comes to how their team's performing? It's me. 100%.
Because Arsenal are doing bad. Yeah, and cool. And here's the thing. I said that's fine. Cool, you can do that. But that is still just trying to find some sort of way to take the banter off of you in some small little moment in time or whatever. But cool, like I said, it doesn't matter if you want to do that. That's fine. That's just my opinion of it. You don't have to take it too hard or take it too seriously, bro. It doesn't matter.
No. I'm not taking nothing too serious. I just want you to. No, bro. Nothing's. No, there's no anger. It's literally just a conversation.
Okay, cool.
Listen, this is what it is. This is what it is. For me, I felt like when you say, "Oh, you can't make fun of a team because your team's performing bad," I can't have that. Why? The whole thing is football conversation. So you're telling me a Crystal Palace fan, don't you see Crystal Palace fans bantering Manchester United fans?
I've already explained everything, and it's still within context.
So there's nothing wrong with me bantering.
Crystal Palace, you can laugh, give all the banter if you want, cool, whatever. But if my club are constantly always doing bad, always doing poor and terribly, you're just going to try and find some minuscule way to escape the banter or escape the pain.
No, I never escape the banter. I'm there front and center.
Can I finish? To try and
no one's interrupting you. Go ahead.
You are interrupting me, okay. You can say you're always there to accept the banter. Cool, you are. But finding some minuscule way to escape it by bantering United if they get knocked out of the Europa League or whatever, or Europa League, the Champions League or whatever, cool. You guys can do that, like I said. It doesn't matter. I'm only giving my opinion. My opinion shouldn't affect you that much, should it?
I'm challenging the statement. The statement you made was.
I explained why when I said my statement.
And I feel like you're going at the wrong thing. You're talking about the fan base, you're analyzing the fan base and their situation. You're not actually taking into a factor that some of these fans, which are Arsenal fans, do not hide. We lose a game, we do not hide. We win a game, we do not hide. You guys lose a game, we're going to be on your necks. And you know what? We're coming for everybody's necks. I don't care if you win, you lose, you draw. If your team performs shit, I'm going to tell you your team performs shit. It doesn't matter if we're 17th. It doesn't matter if we're in the relegation zone. I'm talking real facts. If you're a fan of football, you can criticize anybody at any time. You shit where your team is performing. If my team's in Europa League, I came on the football terrace and I said to you guys, to these guys, hey, Manchester United are in the Europa League with us. Come join us. It's fun. Enjoy it. And you know what? That to me is banter. If you guys enjoy it, I love it. You guys enjoy it. You guys enjoy it. But to me, when Arsenal's getting bantered, I don't hide. I'm here, Prime. You banter me all the time. I don't care. I find it funny half the time what people say. Sometimes you gotta laugh because you know what they say. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, right?
Are you done?
I'm done.
When have I once said that you hid?
No. Because it almost sounds like you said I can't take it.
Said no, because I said that you take the banter and that's cool. I never said that you hid. You're twisting it and trying to defend yourself. You're not really listening. I said that you take it cool. You guys all do, but you guys will still try and find some minuscule way to escape it by bantering, say, a Man United in a small moment in time when they're not doing well, or bantering Chelsea, like I said, in a small moment of time when they're not doing well, or bantering Liverpool and saying we broke Klopp, or bantering
I can't banter them.
I'm not finished. I'm bantering City and saying things like, "Oh, Pep's clueless without Arteta" and stuff like that. Cool, you guys want to do all that? That's fine. It's not a problem. Do you? But again, like I'm saying, it's just ironic that it all just seems to tumble and backfire or whatever. But cool, whatever. You could see you're saying it's all football, it's all banter, yada yada yada. I'm just pointing something out that I just find is ironic. I think is the word. Whatever. But cool. Like I said, it doesn't matter. And you're saying you're still going to do it anyway. You're still going to do it anyway. Cool. Football banter. It's all well and good, Egal. It's not a big deal.
Okay, so I'm not trying to interrupt you. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Why can't we banter other clubs?
I didn't. Egal, you're asking me the same question. I explained it to you.
No. You said you find it ironic that we can banter Liverpool when they have a bad performance, or Manchester United, or Chelsea. But why is that a bad thing?
Because you're still banter during your terrible moments. Like Man United getting knocked out the Europa League is nothing as compared to what United as Arsenal are still going through right now. But again, like I said, football banter, cool. Do it if you want to. It doesn't matter. Like I just said, do it if you want. It doesn't matter.
So does it bother you, or you just find it ironic?
I just find it. Yeah, I find it ironic or funny or whatever the word or adage I guess I should use. Something that I've noticed that always seems to happen, and I'm just being honest about what I see. You seem to think that I'm being salty or I'm throwing banter or whatever when I'm just being honest about what I see.
Okay.
Well, I see. Arsenal, just like I'm honest with Man United, I'm honest with Liverpool and all other clubs and stuff. I just give my opinion, and if you guys don't like it or you think I'm being bantery or funny or whatever, I see the comments of all Arsenal fans saying stuff like that. Cool. It doesn't matter. It's an opinion.
Okay, so is this a summary?
I don't know. If that's what you want to take it, then cool.
Okay, no. I'm just asking you to summarize it in like one sentence. What you're trying to say? You
do you, bro. Like you said, if my team are doing shit, I'm still gonna throw banter. So you do you.
Yeah, of course. That's all I wanted to hear. Now, with everything you just said, Arsenal's in a bad situation. To me, what I've noticed is it doesn't matter what I say about any other club, the Arsenal jokestrike is still going to be thrown. We win a game, it's still going to be thrown at us that we somehow won a game that we shouldn't have won. If we draw a game, it's going to be spoken about how we should have lost the game. If we lose a game, it's going to be spoken about how we're terrible, right? And going into any game, it's going to be spoken about how the opponent is better than Arsenal. Now, you yourself said at the beginning, you could see Arsenal losing, but you're predicting Arsenal to win. Is that correct?
I said, yeah, you should win because like of the quality and stuff that you supposedly possess. However, it wouldn't. I don't put Arsenal as the favourites for this game necessarily, but you guys should win. And if you get the win, it wouldn't surprise me. But if Burnley beat you, it wouldn't surprise me. Nothing would surprise me.
So if I said to you right now, you're only saying that because you're a Chelsea fan, that is weird, right?
I get it. You look like a fool when. Wait, what?
if I say to you, okay, so right now if I say to you, Chelsea's gonna lose to whoever you're playing against, who are you playing against?
Everton at the weekend.
Okay, so say if you lose to Everton away, I'm gonna say, oh, you're gonna get slapped by Everton 3-0. Would you say, oh, you're just saying that because you're an Arsenal fan?
No, I'd ask you to explain why. Because maybe it wouldn't. Yeah, Everton are a good team, and Chelsea's a good manager. Chelsea have a few injuries. Everton also have a few injuries as well. But yeah, I'd ask you to explain why, and I explained why with in this game, Arsenal Burnley. So if you explained why, and it, like, you know, I understood what you were coming from and stuff, and it made sense. Then yeah, it's not like I'd be to disagree with this as long as it made sense and I'd be to understand that.
Okay, so you're picking Arsenal to beat Burnley. I'm obviously picking Chelsea to beat Everton. But one thing I always
I'm not picking Arsenal to beat Burnley. I think you guys should beat Burnley. But again, I genuinely don't know. It's not me being bantery or funny. I genuinely don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Burnley beat you. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal win, or it wouldn't surprise me if it's a draw. I genuinely don't know.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap up the show. Prime, you're my boy. You know this. People think we're actually having an argument or something. We're just having a conversation about football.
Well, I'm just honest about what I see, and you guys are getting angry about it or whatever. But that's cool.
Listen, don't look at the comments when you're actually in the video.
No, I'm talking about you as well, and the other Arsenal fans that are in here.
Yeah, bro, Prime. People can you clear this? Can you clear this?
Ram said, one second. Ram said, I get it. You look like a fool when you throw banter when a team like Arsenal in a bad position, basically.
Okay, and at the end of the day, Ram, if you feel like that, that's your opinion. Personally, if I'm gonna take banter from you, I'm gonna give it back to you. It doesn't matter what position I'm in. That's my point.
Cool. I'm cool. And again, you can do that 100%. But again, like I just said, it's just funny with it all. But it is what it is.
I just want to address something. People in the comments are saying we're not boys and we don't speak outside of this and we hate each other. Tell the people, bro. We actually this is no hatred. This is literally just a conversation.
I'm just being honest, like I always do. People don't like it. People are saying that I'm angry and stuff.
You can't even crack a smile, bro. What's wrong with you right now?
How I normally am. I'm being honest, and plus it's like 10 to 1 in the morning or at night.
All right, bro. Respect, bro. Have yourself a great night, and hopefully we link up soon, bro.
Yeah, Boxing Day should be interesting. Again, with that game, it's a big game. Apparently, you guys turn up in big games, so if you guys got a result from that, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me. Again,
bro, you're hilarious, bro.
Then again, I could genuinely see Chelsea slapping Arsenal in that game. So,
what the hell are you talking about?
What did you hear? What I said?
I'm not talking about that.
I know. Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said, but how did we get to that?
Oh no, I just said because again we have the game coming up. So you said we should link up soon. I just said we have the game coming up, and I just started talking about that.
Oh, true. All right, you are both my guys. It's just banter. Give banter and take it. Always keep being you guys. Love, Daniel, Chelsea fan.
You got this comment as well.
Good stream. Make sure you guys give Sam that 75p. Respect. But yo, Prime, thanks for coming on, bro.
Do you think Everton will beat Chelsea 3-0? If there's justifiable reasons, fair enough.
You're gonna win, man. But tell us where they can find your channel, bro.
Yeah, Latimus Prime X is my Twitter, where I give my opinions and Arsenal fans get salty and angry about it, which is funny. My YouTube channel, where I just do interviews and stuff with people, which is quite cool. Samuel will be on it soon enough.
I'm always there, bro.
Yeah, the football terrace, where just football and we have fun and things like that. So yeah.
There you go. And the man has a crisp haircut. So big up to Prime, bro. Thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it. You've been great today. And then Samuel, you're next. Have yourself a great night, bro. Tell the people where they can catch you.
Samuel 4003 FC Twitter, egtv Egal, soon link up. NBA preseason starts tonight. Gonna stay up for that. That's the way I am, but I'm being on Prime's channel, like and sub to the Prime, and hit like and sub to egtv Egal.
There you go. Big up to you, Samuel. And yo, big up to all the followers. Big up to all the subscribers. You guys been great. I really appreciate you guys. And you know what? One thing is, I just feel like I'm a misunderstood gooner, and people don't understand that I just want to see the brighter things in life. The brighter things in life. Like, I have work tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning, and I'm still doing this for the men, for the people, for everybody watching. And you know what? If you guys haven't already subscribed, and if you haven't liked the video, I don't know what you're wasting your time for. Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. But yo, honestly, hey guys, thank you. And you know what? I need to give you guys all shout outs. Big up to all you guys watching. Big up to everyone in the comment section. Big up to all you guys. Big up to Mr. Bongo. Big up to Cam. Big up to Futsala. Big up to Cams. Big up to soccer, Canadian soccer, even though he makes fun of me all the time. Big up to Prime. Big up to O'Shea. Big up to Samuel. Big up to Sam Greenwood. Big up to every single person who came on today. This has been a great preview. And you know what? Hopefully we beat Burnley. And tomorrow, guys, I'm going to be doing 2 streams. I'm going to be doing a Manchester City, Man United watch along. And I'm going to be doing, AJ. We're going to be doing that boxing, you know. But hey, let's get it going, people. And you know what? I don't have the Egal song, but hey, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? Let's get you out. Let's get you out on my outro. I need to get Terry to give me that song because you guys are going at it. But hey, peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.